Welcome to Project Metaverse. I'm your host and GM, James Durham. Joining me today at the table is not Andy Duff-Ross. I'm disappointed. But I will be joined today by Luke Admonson, Jess Weaver, Helen Roundhill, and Chris. Metaverse is the story of a group of ordinary people with extraordinary circumstances. Caught between the struggles of ancient enemies, they use high-tech metapods or places of power to enter a place called the Metaverse, merging into the bodies of avatars and other worlds, gaining astonishing ability, and overcoming tremendous challenges. Project Metaverse, along with all of our other amazing Zoe content, is 100% fan-supported. Please go and visit our Patreon page to find out how you can support this content and other shows like it. You know, like Journey Quest, please support the Kickstarter. I'd like to see it. There's also Masters of the Metaverse. You know, I know it shares the same title. And I'm sometimes even on that show. It's great, isn't it? Except when I'm on it. I know. And again, if you haven't seen their Strowlers trailer they have, it's just fantastic. I really, really want to see that show.
Good show.
Oh, man. I have our Patreon poll results in, and they are as follows. Helen, you will receive plus 35 hit points and plus 9 to one roll today.
Nice. That's a ton.
Jess,
Good.
you will also receive plus 35 hit points and plus 8 to one roll today.
Thank you.
Luke, you didn't do so well with plus 25 hit points and plus 5 to one roll. And I have no idea why, but somehow they like me, and I got plus 45 hit points and plus 9 to one roll.
What? I think you fudged the numbers.
Through social media interactions, viewing, watching, sharing. There are hidden little Tom achievements in some of the episodes, but look at these as like bonuses that you might get, you might not. Don't focus on them and don't spend all of your time in chat worrying about them, or you might miss something that really is important. Just keep in mind that they're supposed to be fun. All right? The current point totals at stand are Wyatt Maxwell at 14,915 points.
Nice.
Andy James at 10,075 points.
Oh, man.
Maddox McFernan at 14,925 points.
Oh.
Brony Robbins at 16,205 points. Tom at 25,000 points. And Chat at 39,547 points.
Sweet Lord.
I will catch up to you, Chad.
Close.
I vote that we take some of Brony's points for being sick. Yeah.
But again, I want you to remember these achievements, the ones in-game, the Tom special ones, are just bonuses. Don't fixate on them. They're neat, they're funny, they're entertaining, and they're usually very themed. I hope you enjoy our show today. Credits. Welcome back. Previously on Project Metaverse. What started as a lucrative playtesting contract for a new immersive virtual reality experience turned out to be a lot more than you bargained for. After reaching the top 50 competitors, you were placed with a team of pilots and granted access to the Tactical Operations Matrix. It was then that you began to question what you had been told. Once Tom had disabled your immersion inhibitors, it was only a matter of time before you discovered that the places you visited within these metapods were in fact real. As you began to unravel the mystery, Tom, believing Andy James to be in danger, assisted her in escaping the Project Metaverse facility with her newfound powers of speed and strength. The dangers and risks became all too real then, as the facility entered a lockdown and you became more prisoners than playtesters. In a bold move, Tom set events in motion to free his team and have Andy rejoin them in the metaverse. In a race to stop an unknown apocalyptic threat to all creation, Tom and his team pursue the pilots from Masters of the Metaverse, finding themselves currently within the Weird West at the end of the Second Civil War. Their avatars, notorious outlaws and war criminals, on the run from the forces of King Teddy of Yosemite. With luck and effort, if they follow the course of these avatars' lives and can keep them alive, Tom has assured them that a gateway to the next metaverse can be found. What happens next? It's up to you. Now, I believe in our introduction, I did not get those thank yous out to those people that were our subscribers, so I want to make sure that they know that we are thanking them.
Of course.
So again, if you've already heard it, I apologize, but if not, I would like to make a special thank you to Ian Goldblatt. Thank you.
Thank you.
A special thank you to Frank Tuttle. Thank you.
Gracias.
And a very special thank you to Ryan Morrison. Thank you. We can't do this show without you guys.
Take two.
Oddly, when the sun was down, this was the only thing that read.
Now, previously you had fallen asleep in a barn.
Yes.
Around a murder scene.
Murder
You were awoken to the
bar.
sound of
Easy to
horses
do.
and men in the morning. And strangely enough, something else. John Wesley is not in your company.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, did he flip on us?
Before you can really discuss it, you hear a voice from outside. If y'all come out now, your hands held high, we'll see you face proper Texas justice. If not, we'll fill the barn full of lead and set it on fire.
I thought that was proper Texas justice.
I would like to say this predates bad behavior in Texas, but instead it's in a different dimension where they might not necessarily behave that badly in the future.
Ah, I see.
They're all in the barn.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
John
and
Wesley's missing.
And the door is shut. I would.
There's definitely people outside of that barn and horses.
There's horses. Well, we can't.
Well,
we
we
can't hurt them.
can't hurt the horses. So,
Oh man.
I mean, can we? I want to yell out and see if John's out there. John, you there? You with them?
But now they know that John's not with us,
Well,
and they are scared of him.
oh, but.
Assuming they know who you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. They don't know who. I can disguise myself as a boy. I'm halfway there already, and just like sneak out. It's an option. Oh no, I'm the sole survivor.
On the count of three, we're going to start shooting.
Fuck!
1,
Right.
Two.
Just open the door.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Let's go out. Get a look at it.
Shooting? Go out shooting?
Go out and get
There
a
are
look at
horses.
it.
We can't do that.
No, that's what I thought. Okay, so just open the door.
Nice and slow with your hands high.
Okay, hands high.
Coming out.
Maybe
No sudden moves.
Hi.
You make your way out of the barn. There's probably 30, 40, 50 men scattered around. Some of them posted over the fences, some of them on their horses, some of them on foot, and someone who you haven't seen in quite a few years, Billy.
Wait, what?
Patricia Garrett. Pat, as she prefers to be called. Sometimes your friend, sometimes your enemy. Rode with her as many times as you've ridden against her. Fought side by side against each other. She did shoot you in the back in Dodge City, but I mean, it's only fair. You did shoot her in the hand a few months before.
A back is a
It
little.
was over a poker game, so it's all right.
That's fine.
Well, I think you will need some hashtag meta point and maybe another hashtag meta point.
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you.
probably
Yeah,
going to
probably
need those.
Yes.
Thank you.
None of the men with her and men with her seem to wear any like uniform like the people of the North are used to for having a military outfit. It all seems to just be a cheap armband they all wear with a star on it.
Great. Great. Cool.
Drop your guns.
That
Billy.
seems hasty. Send me hello, Patricia. So, you make some friends. That must be new for you.
I'm the law here, Billy. Pulls the side jacket and sees the star badge.
Somebody chose very poorly.
You'll get to see him soon enough. We'll be dropping them guns now, or we'll be shooting.
I'm sorry, Patricia, is it? I'm sorry, what did we do wrong? We were traveling all night. We were very tired. We just needed a place to rest.
This is obviously a murder scene, and you are the only people here. You're going to have to face Texas justice. You can explain
clearly
yourself.
An old murder
You can
scene.
explain yourself to a justice of the peace. My job is not to determine your guilt, but to bring you in.
May I ask, what government you're representing?
Free Texas.
Well, we are at least where we need to be.
Yes.
Mhm.
Please, lead away.
They disarm, arrest, and tie the three of you to your saddle horns. For the next
Indignity will not be suffered, Patricia.
For the next 3 days,
3 days.
you begin riding south. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
This isn't difficult enough as it is.
I do not know what you're talking about.
You believe that you are headed in a mostly southward direction. They stop, they make camp at night, they feed you and water you, and don't treat you bad or
I
anything.
like gerbils.
And they actually treat you rather well as far as your past experience with law enforcement is concerned. Usually they hit you with rifles or beat you up or drag you behind the horse, but nothing of the sort. However, they do subject you to a different kind of torture. On the third day on the road, these cowboys just spontaneously break into song.
No.
Yeah.
They've spent long, weary days in the saddle,
Oh.
reflecting on the wrong that they do, the gold and the lives they have taken, and the friends they've lost to the new.
Yay!
Holidays, heart was full of vengeance. Billy lost the innocence of you. For Jesse it was guilt for a brother.
Hey!
And hate was all that John Wesley knew. Oh, those outlaws shall never know redemption. And at the end the devil gets his due. For the wages of their sins are a certain bloody end, and a gravestone on Boot Hill. There, I did it.
And thus our musical episode begins.
You're all gonna pay for that.
That was the most spiteful honoring of a chapter I believe the show has ever seen. Had I a cap, I would doff it, sir.
I'm just disappointed there weren't harmonies.
Down to your left.
There is a cap just for you.
I was gonna say.
Oh. Excellent.
As you approach what is clearly El Paso on the border with Mexico, you can see that there's tents and shanties set up for miles around the outside of the city.
Free Texas is really doing well.
The conditions are deplorable. There's just not enough food, there's not enough water, and it seems to be a tremendous flood of refugees coming from the south. And you can hear a lot of the cowboys riding, they're complaining about people crossing the border. They're complaining about Clemmons letting everybody cross. Clemmons lets everybody go over the border. Clemmons doesn't stop anybody from coming over the border.
Clemmon should have built the wall.
Clemmon should have had them build it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't let him hear you say that. As you pass, look at these tents and enter into the building areas and some of the courtyards. Even these, like the alleyways, are packed full of people. If there's a spot for someone to lay down in the shade, they're there. And weaving through the buildings, you hear pretty steady gunfire coming from the south end of town, where the Juarez border is. Ryder approaches Patricia at the front of the column, whispers something in her ear. She rides back along the column and rounds up almost all of her riders, leaves 4 of them with you. Takes you off your horses. Wait right here. We'll be back for you. And then they go riding off.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges, but we do need a hashtag meta point or maybe 2.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
Achievement unlocked.
Oh my. Pardon. This could take a second.
Not at all. Congratulations, Chad. You have achieved a new achievement for Project Metaverse. You have referenced an Old Western in our Old West episodes. You are now entitled to 5,000 points.
Oh, what? Oh my god!
Oh my. 5,000 points, Tom.
It was the first player who did it, and it was Chad. So,
Welcome, welcome. Well, you know, that means I have to pull out this wonderful little piece of secret information I have stashed around here.
yes, I've got it.
Oh, you've got the secret information.
I've got some secret information for them.
Well then, Tom, I think it's time.
Have they unlocked their,
They've just unlocked it with that 5,000 points, Tom.
all right.
Do you have that sheet?
I do.
Excellent.
It is right here.
All right, Tom. I'm going to go ahead and let you read that to me.
Very well.
Excuse me.
Secret information for chat. The highest probability of opening the gateway to the next metaverse currently is following Billy's plan to rob the Alamo.
Yeah.
What? You want more for 5,000 points?
No, that's the sheet we use. Underneath my table, first sheet on top. That's it.
Yes. Here we go. The 2 Nicks from Masters of the Metaverse did in fact meet at Mount Rushmore as planned. Neither was able to determine who the real Nick was. Also from Masters of the Metaverse, the Rosie who was found in the surveillance photograph with Nick was not in fact Rosie at all, or even a metapilot, nor a member of the founders or the program. Ooh. Tom, in case you didn't know, is in fact anonymous from those same episodes of Masters of the Metaverse. And my final piece of information for you from this achievement today is Bruno will return.
Is Bruno a dog?
Yes, Bruno is a dog.
I was
So
gonna
you
say
know
something
so
about
much more than they do already. This is
true.
too easy for you, isn't it? Very well. We'll make it harder.
Thank you, Tom. Everyone needs a Tom. Back to our show. The gunfire has definitely increased. Left alone with these 4 guys, there's all kinds of destitute refugees all around you. A couple of minutes pass. There's only 4 of them. Guns are just hanging on those horses. They're so close to you.
Our guns, their
Your
guns,
guns?
our
I mean,
guns.
well,
I mean,
there's
any
2.
gun could be.
But both happen to be there. Is that a train?
Wow, it's so realistic.
You're welcome.
Well, you know, it's what happens when you broadcast live from historic Freight House Square.
In scenic downtown Tacoma.
Choo choo.
Which you can do at our food court here at Great House Square.
I hope they pay us for that. Still nothing. You just kind of be nice, reasonable individuals. You know,
Well,
I think this
no.
calls for a system shock. I'm going to burn that system shock right now.
Don't
Well,
do it.
I'm doing it.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. We're going to system shock everyone.
I just.
Oh, Billy, you're going to go full Avatar.
Yes. Yes, excellent.
Maddox, you are full pilot.
Ugh. Ugh, we're on opposite ends.
But we're closer together.
Aww.
Exactly where you are. And, Tom, will you hop into John Wesley in full Avatar, please?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
well, Looks like our choice may have been made for us.
Now, several moments have passed, Billy, and you have been left unattended. Your guns are nearby.
Sure as shit getting my guns back.
Can we figure out, like, where, like, just figure out some more information before we just start shooting them? How close is a refugee to me?
Very, very close. As you're beginning to discuss this with
could
Billy
be.
next to you,
We
the corner of your eye catches
them.
movement on the rooftop overhead. Their purplish, hued skin is covered in mottled scarring and pus. They've got long black claws for nails. They're moving on all fours across the roof with no one else to see to notice them. And then you see another group on the other rooftop. They're moving. It looks like they're going to come down right into this square.
All these people need protecting.
Fangs.
Okay.
Fangs?
Bloodshot eyes.
Okay.
I wonder if this is what killed the family.
We're probably going to need this #LOOT box.
Oh.
Why,
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
So these are purple. We got purple people eaters on the rooftops.
Absolutely. Purple people eaters is a
Oh.
wonderful description.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Great.
So
You don't think anyone's seen them but you, Jess?
Okay. Hey, do you see that thing up there?
Now you do.
Yeah, I sure do. Can I use his loot box, please?
No, what?
Alex, a loot
Guess
box
quick on the draw.
for Billy the Kid, please.
You open the loot box. Congratulations! What there is a box with a plunger on it
Yes.
that can be depressed at any time.
Do I know what
It's
it
at this
does?
point that you all notice that she's not tied up. At some point, she slipped out of
Well,
the
it's that
box.
super strength of mine and speed. I just vibrated.
Oh,
into
it's
it.
also a notorious Billy the Kid thing. Her hands are smaller than her wrists, so handcuffing her is impossible.
I'm just so weak.
Or just very thick-wristed.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you how that happened.
Do you see the purple people eaters?
Once pointed out, anyone you point them out to is seeing them. But now time is up on that. We're going to go straight into some initiative counts now.
I can't. Why?
Because they want to eat peoples.
Well, I mean,
There are a lot of people here.
Well, we're going to see if you're going to save your skin, save their skin, or what you're going to do.
wham!
Wham! That's what we got. Wham! That's,
Don't you
that's
love
the
a good
fierce
moral
Maddox
dilemma?
McPherson. Wham!
Which ones do we use for that? The 12? I use the 12, right?
Oh, you use.
It doesn't matter.
You're full
You are full pilot.
pilot, so.
For initiative, though.
Initiative's
Yeah,
the same for everybody.
Oh.
So what is it? The 10?
I believe it's 12s.
12. Okay.
And then you add your ACV, or if you have an initiative modifier, that comes into play as well. Some of you do.
Okay.
So 15 plus 8.
Andy James?
29.
29. Maddox?
23.
Wyatt?
31.
Tom?
26.
Tom, you got a dialect.
He's John.
Wyatt?
I would like to burn a couple meta points.
Oh, there's still
Good.
2 left for you.
Two meta
Okay,
points.
thank you.
Do we? So I'm still bound at this point.
Yeah, your wrists are tied together.
Okay.
You got your hands.
If I can grab a gun, does this invoke not surprise because she let us know about the purple people eaters?
You are not surprised.
Lovely. Then I'm going to take a couple of shots at the closest one to us.
All right. Give me a shooting roll. Doc pulls the pistol from one of the cowboys next to him and shoots at one of the creatures on the roof.
Look out above y'all! 13 on 16 and 11 on 16.
2 hits, both on the same target?
Yep.
Both bullets pierce the purple-fleshed creature, and putrid yellow blood flows from the wounds as it collapses, rolling off the roof and hitting the ground to the screams of refugees and frightened children.
Well, now there's something to eat.
Billy?
Huh?
Your turn.
Right. Great. I'm going to go around and untie my friends because I'm not selfish. Cool. So there you go. Untied. Now we can all fight.
Excellently done. Tom, you've been watching from the alleyway, trailing them since they were captured the 3 nights previous.
Right now there's only 4.
There's several dozen of them creatures on the roof, but only 4 of them that captured them. Yeah. They seem to be shooting at the creatures on the roof.
Huh. Well, this is as good a time to get them away from those fellas as any time. So I'll shoot those 4 men that are guarding my friends.
All right.
I mean, not painful, like. Just like gentle, back of the head kind of shooting.
Civilized shooting.
I'm gonna split my actions between the 4 of them.
Fair enough.
Made it by 11.
Excellent.
Well, -2.
Well, not so excellent for his, mother or wife. She's sonless and she's a widow.
And that'll make it by 2.
Ooh, and now somebody doesn't have a brother.
Cool.
It'll also make it by 2.
2 kids grow up without their dad.
And final lie. By 2.
And now father's attending his daughter's
The
funeral.
same number over and over again in 3 different ways.
Different combinations, but the same.
Now,
You certainly keep the gravedigger busy. All 4 men guarding you are gunned down in a blaze of fire, and the report of the pistol is one you are all too familiar with. And in a nearby alley emerges John Wesley.
y'all
Something's
just
not right about it.
stand around for. Let's get to killing.
Where did you go?
Yeah, where did you go?
Been trailing you. Killing.
Why did you leave in the middle of the night? We could have used you back there.
I was taking
Maddox.
a piss.
I know that the talk with the emergent John Wesley and the gun going down is distracting, but there's still more than 2 dozen of those creatures coming across the rooftops in the short term.
Do they speak English?
They don't appear to be speaking anything right now.
Do they make sounds of any sorts?
They don't look very talkative to you. They look more like they want to eat you. Or at the very least, give you a lot of pain.
Well, okay.
Friendly doesn't seem to be the...
How many are left?
At least a couple dozen.
At least a couple dozen.
Yeah, they look like they're about ready to jump down in this courtyard and start shredding people and meat. Have themselves a nice big pile of shredded human.
Okay, so if I'm full
The
player,
new kind of taco.
it says I can use D8s, right?
Pilot, yeah, on pilot skills. Anything on your pilot sheet, you use D8s on. So look at your pilot. Yep. Any of those.
Okay.
Yeah, you are full Maddox.
So
you can use
I
D8s.
can use the D8s, not the 12s.
Correct, but it's got to be a stuff on Maddox sheets, and the other
Yes.
sheet isn't available to you right now.
Yeah, but I'm
Full
still
pilot.
really good at shooting.
Yes, Maddox is very good at shooting.
Yeah, so I'm
Maddox
gonna.
does not need Jesse James' help to shoot.
No, I don't. So I'm gonna keep these D8s, and I'm going to. But the guns, I have availability to Jesse's guns, right?
Oh, you're still using Jesse's guns.
Okay, great. So
Yeah. You'll just be using with your shooting capability instead of hers.
yeah, absolutely. That's okay.
I
Okay.
believe you're the only one of the pilots who can actually shoot outside of the Navigator.
Oh wait, let's
Yeah.
see. Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my guns.
In this group, yeah.
Okay, so the purple people eaters, are they like, how are they? Are they lined up, or are
They're
they
kind of like
across?
packs
Are
coming
they
across
packs?
the roof. Yeah, it looks like they just kind of jump down and start eating.
Okay.
I think the real question is, can we line up like 4 of them in one shot?
Well, here's my thing. I'm untied right now, and there's no one protecting us. So I'm gonna try and take my buffalo rifle and quickly run over so they are in line and shoot them and try to get them all in one row.
You want to try and get more than one in the shot.
Yes.
Serious.
It's a
All right.
buffalo gun. I think it
Yeah,
I'll
and
let you
with
give
the
that a
buffalo
shot.
rifle.
Whatever you roll, add 2 to it.
3 on 18.
Perfect.
And okay, so when I'm running, I'm like running, and then I do like one of those things,
Slip.
like jump and dive.
Slide, line
Good
back
job
up.
with slow motion dive.
Yes,
I'm familiar
except there's
with
no cars. Maybe it's over a horse, and then I pet the horse while I go over.
Yeah.
Just to
So
show
let them know that you
how
love
I love
two-handed
camp.
because
Yeah.
you love
Safely
horses.
over the horse.
Safely over the
So they
horse.
incur
Safely,
no
yes.
bodily or mental
No
anguish.
spurs
That
get
just took like
caught.
all the fun out of every John Wesley ever.
It was
That's, I mean, what else did you expect?
But we also understand every word.
Okay, okay.
terrible.
You got me there. Your shot downs 3 of the creatures off the roof with a single bullet.
Boom. How many are left?
A little less than a dozen.
Really?
A little more than
A
a
little
dozen.
more than a dozen.
A little more than a dozen.
Okay. Okay.
A baker's dozen.
Which then leap from the rooftops into the crowd of people and towards you. The majority of them seem to be going after the people shooting at them, but some of them
Weird
just seem
that.
to be just as interested in grabbing a random poor refugee and ripping them into little pieces.
Okay.
Are they like, is it a child?
Children run slowest.
Baby monsters or baby refugees?
There's a reason the predators go for the young.
Because they're the most
Take on
tender?
someone your own size. Maddox's Western dialect is awful.
No, it's
Because I'm
really
not an avatar. I'm not an avatar. I'm Maddox.
Doc, I have a 6 and a 9 on you that are successes. Jesse, I have a 7, a success on you. You can make a defensive roll against any of these.
Okay.
Roll against your DCV. You make sure you use your pilots because you're a full pilot.
That's 2.
Times is 12, isn't it?
And I did not get any successes against Billy.
Of course, I am tiny.
A 6 and a 9.
We have to make 2 rolls?
Both. You had to make 1 because only 1 hit
Okay,
them. So
okay.
you can get a defensive roll.
Oh, you
Lower than that
can-
DCV number.
Which one?
Roll your
These
8s and try and
eights,
get lower
not
than
ones.
the DCV on Maddox McFernan's sheet.
These 8?
Roll the 8s and try and get lower than her DCV.
Yeah. No problem. 7 on 12.
Oh yeah, you are not hit at all. Both of you managed to avoid being struck by these creatures with their black, dirty claws. They
Is
smell
that
like,
what they tried to do?
yeah, they smell
Do
like
smell
dirt.
Jelly?
It smells like dirt,
Dirt.
like they dug out of the ground.
Oh, great.
They're
It's very,
brown-
very
they're brown
unpleasant.
hogs.
Great
They smell like corpses to you. You know, they
Great.
really smell like rotting corpses.
So there was a rotting elephant. Now there's rotting purple people eaters.
It's almost
part of
like
Weird
somebody robbed a
West?
pet cemetery.
What part of Weird West did you not get?
the part where it turned out to be zombies.
That's
We're
normal
okay.
to us. That's normal to us. That's not weird. That's why it's
Yeah.
weird that it's supposed to be weird.
It's
because
weird that it's weird.
normal. Yeah.
It's
Oh, Zombies.
Zombies are normal.
All right. Doc.
You said there were 2 of them that come up on me.
Yes.
I would like to hit them both with my shotgun if I can.
You are untied, so you can do so now.
Beat it by 8.
And the second.
Beat it by 7.
The shotgun is rather devastating to the putrid, rotting flesh. Whole limbs are removed, and the splatter is yellow and pussy, and the kind of smell you're never going to get out of your clothes.
Well, that's great. I just shed mine. Get rid of them. Pants everywhere.
Yeah, you're used to that.
Of course. I
Sad.
didn't expect anything else.
Yeah, 'cause
Feel
there's nothing left. Gone.
Would you like to spend your turn stripping then? Is that what you're going to do?
Don't
What
tempt
is
me.
my stripping roll?
What is my stripping roll? That's important to me.
Check what the value is on that.
First,
Yes?
I would like to use the.
Billy, it is your turn.
Right. Do I still have my cotton gin?
Well, you have the slip that's good for one good. That's one good for one.
Great. Is
You're gonna have
there
to turn
a
it into a
way to, like, like turn that in somehow and use it as a barricade?
Afraid not.
You'd have to have somebody to give that to who would accept that and give it a copy.
Shaq can conjure
But you do
shit
have
out
that.
of
But
the
you do
air,
have that
so
plunger.
I do
You
have that
that
plunger. That plunger.
I don't even know what that plunger is.
I
It's
am
not
real
gonna
worried
be
about it, and I
expensive.
feel like it would probably be good in a bank robbery.
Heist.
Other
Heist.
reasons.
New Year's Eve.
I mean, a regular
So,
robbery.
yeah.
The most normal robbery.
Yeah, you know, yeah, for carving faces of people into mountains. Anyway,
I don't know what anybody's talking about.
so I'm gonna
Those
try
things
to.
are killing people around you.
Yes, you know what? The details are important to me. Well, in that case, I'm going to grab my pistols and I'm going to just, shoot around me because clearly it's all around me and hope I hit something.
You're going to shoot all around you and hope you hit something?
Yes, hello. Have you met me?
All right. You're going to just give me some shooting rolls over there, Billy.
Before she does that, can I take cover? I take cover. I duck
That
down.
would be the defensive roll that you might have to make it should you
Okay.
We're just going to randomize some targets here.
I have the blind fighting. Let me
Blind fight. 15 on 16 for the first. And 10 on 16 for the second.
Well, you're half lucky. You do manage to shoot one of the creatures
Great.
with your first shot there, but with your second one, you shot John Wesley.
Oh God. Where did she shoot him?
John, can I get a defensive roll, please?
Where did she shoot him?
Just trying to wake you up.
What makes you think I was sleeping?
Only the terror I feel in my dreams.
No.
25 damage from Colt, single action.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He probably likes it.
Oh.
Clearly I do.
Billy is randomly shooting, and John Wesley, you've now been shot. Billy seems to just be shooting in every given direction.
That's fine. These things, they smell.
Yeah.
Like death.
Yeah.
So they dead.
You expect so.
So they's dead inside and outside.
You expect so.
I was hoping to maybe calm them down in some way, but if they're dead inside already, there's only one thing that can soothe them.
Lighters! Get your lighters! I don't have a lighter.
I don't sing, but I know the music of those who are dead inside.
Here's one.
You asked for it.
Nope, that didn't work. I'm gonna shoot him.
I was gonna say, get your bottom over there and you use your
I
stuff.
should tell you, I don't fucking sing.
I'll take a shooting roll, John.
By the way, I picked up what you were starting and I liked it.
It's a
Solid choice.
dead inside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Extremes, more than words, get you there.
Oh
every
yeah.
time. I rolled 2 1s.
That's quite
Snake eyes.
spectacular, sir.
In fact, that's exactly what it is.
Oh.
So, what I'm doing is, since I only get the 1 shot, now I said I was taking the 1 shot, but it is a crit in all respects. I'm just going to shoot the plunger. It's sticking out of that box so it hits down.
How dare you
Looking
assault
at-
my box!
Looking at that group of zombies off there in the distance. Let them take a little taste of what I have at the end of my plunger. That sounded wrong.
You assaulted my box.
Stop, and they're kind of contorted about for a minute.
Andy, we love you. Really. But maybe Maddox should grab the loot box while she still has thumbs. Or at least use a hashtag MetaPoint. Andy did miss with a rocket launcher and a flamethrower.
Those are both indirect fire weapons. It's probably best that she doesn't do them.
How dare you!
It's funny because it's true.
Yes, and I still took it down.
Now these creatures that can contort themselves, strange, their flesh seems to swell up
Oh no.
like balloons, and then they burst.
They
and
pop?
pop. In
This thing made him pop?
In a spray
sorry,
of
did they turn
yellow and purple, and it's gross.
Violets!
Everywhere.
Violets!
The whole group of them just bursts.
Are they all of them? So
All the ones he was just looking at. There's probably only one or two ripping people apart left in the crowd that you can see right now.
They just inflated and popped.
He just inflated.
Me feel something.
Does it
Still
make you
not-
feel sticky?
A little bit of recoil.
Sticky.
And a little bit of recoil.
A little
Just a
bit
little
of
bit of recoil in there. It's fine. That's about it.
Why didn't that kill all of them?
Well, it was only the ones he could see.
The ones you could see?
Couldn't see all
Based
of
off
them.
of
Okay, well, if you hadn't had your hat in your eyes, you might have seen it killed more of them.
If I might had my hat in my eyes, I might have been looking at you.
Yeah, you did
Right.
shoot him.
You carry on then.
Makes a valid point.
Now, Joe.
Jesse, it's your turn.
A little voice somewhere in the distance told me to take the loot box, so I'm gonna do that.
Tom, loot box.
Excellent.
I would like a loot box, please.
Can I get a
What's your
loot
name?
box?
I would, please.
Can I get a loot box?
Open up the loot box, please. Open up the loot box, please. Open up the loot box and see what's for me.
Oh,
Music!
A bottle with a mysterious red liquid in it.
Drink it.
Take it down.
Chug, chug,
Do
chug,
I have an
chug,
iron
chug,
stomach?
chug,
Is that
chug,
in my special abilities?
I don't see
An
it on
iron
there.
stomach?
If you give it a sniff, it smells a bit like cherries.
Oh. Oh.
Nothing
Okay.
poisonous ever
No.
tasted like cherries. That
Okay.
would be too evil.
Okay. Well. So there's two.
You
There's.
see two of them,
Wait,
correct.
I see two of them. And are they close?
Oh, one's on your left, one's over on your right a ways.
Oh, so they're not in a line. Thanks.
No.
Thank
One
you. Thank
to
you
the
for
left
that.
and the-
Yeah, the one on the left is
Another to
eating
the
a
right.
small child. The one on the
Ah!
right is chasing down an elderly woman.
Small child or elderly woman. One of them has more promise.
Okay.
She's lived a full life.
Full of pain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. In this world, it probably has been fairly shitty.
I mean, if you let the child die, you save that child from a whole lifetime of pain.
I
What
love
are- hey.
Malibu morality.
What other
Oh no, not the bottle, please.
Oh, that's not me.
Again.
What other
I
weapons
missed
are
it,
we? We're all fairly close to each other, right?
And those cowboy guns abound.
Okay, but
Can
you
you
guys
do a
all
wheel?
have guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You-
Everybody's got guns.
There's nothing other than guns.
There's lots of guns.
Okay. Then you know what? I'm going to. I'm just going to take my two guns because I know them the most, and I'm going to get in between the two monsters and do one of those awesome split shoot
Yes.
things, so I get them both.
Give
at
me
the
two
same
shooting
time.
rolls.
Okay. Yes, sir.
But you're still pilot, right?
Yeah,
So
7, but my shooting is 18. 7 on 18.
I think that Maddox is actually a better shot.
I
than
think
Jesse
you're
Jackson.
right.
8 and a flaming sword.
The dice? I'm
Yeah.
not sure on that particular die.
Can I
Can
see
you look
it?
at it? See if that means the 1 or the 8 on that one.
That's the one.
Okay, so 9. 9 on 18.
Both fall to the ground. One just steps shy of catching that poor grandmother. The other one with, a mouthful of face. Still. You can't save them all, Jesse. You can't save them all.
Well, that's like a villain, waiting to happen. Some small poor kid gets scarred in the face, like
Oh my god!
20 years from now.
What's
You'd be
happening?
walking around and he'd be
What are all the dead people? The victims of the monsters? Are they?
Shit, are they
Well,
gonna
the
turn
ones
into-
getting like mostly eaten or like clawed up. People are still screaming and scattering. And while they're doing this, a dozen more of these creatures burst through the ground.
No!
Oh yes, 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 and yes. Come on now. I think this was gonna be easy. 2 failures on Billy. 1 success on Jesse.
No, I refuse.
1 success on Doc.
Man, I wonder what those balloons turn into.
And
I
1
bet they're
success
probably not
on John
really-
Wesley. I will take defensive rolls from any of the people that were struck.
I'm just
Hey, I
gonna
made
be
it!
cute.
Sorry, I shouldn't have been so excited about that.
Oh, I think you should have been.
I made it.
Oh,
Shit!
Yeah, 13, but I'm not Jesse.
No, you're not Jesse. You're Maddox.
Oh, good. Okay, I did math wrong. I'm good. Barely. 11 on 12.
All right, no one fails. That's disappointing.
What's that supposed to mean?
You trying to kill us? You trying to kill your cast?
I resemble that remark. Doc?
I thought I knew you.
You have no idea.
Let's go ahead and keep taking down this next round of them. I'm not dying for these sons of bitches. Any close enough that I can try to hit more than one of them with a shotgun?
Probably not, but you could probably fire a few shots off with the handgun.
Done and done. Made by a 6. Made by 8. Made by 7.
Doc fans the revolver and drops 2 more of the ghoulish creatures to the ground. Hint, hint.
Are they ghouls?
No, John Wesley.
Okay. You had the word.
They're ghouls. I'm sorry. I got nothing for that. Billy?
Great. Are they rideable? Can I ride one? Can
Well,
I
kind of like
jump?
trying to ride a forcibly piggyback on someone who is, a rotting walking corpse.
Great.
It means I don't move too fast.
Are they steerable? Like, could I get on one
Probably
and
not.
like
It would be
use
like-
it to maul its friends?
Again, it'd be kind of like trying to just jump on somebody's back and trying to make them do that. It wouldn't really work so well.
Okay, but like
Yeah, steering
meant
people.
me.
I don't think
She
you would
is
steer
nimble.
people
She
the
is
same
so
way.
confident she could just ride anything.
I like that.
What?
I mean,
Whatever.
if you believe,
Didn't say it wrong.
if you believe the rumors about me,
Wait, those rumors? I was making.
you were going fast.
No, I was making unfounded accusations. I want you to know that I have heard nothing.
She was pantsless a couple minutes ago.
Her character was.
So like a terrifying koala.
Days ago.
character.
Even mine is a walking
For all
corpse.
anyone knows, we're all.
Like when we're all covered in its pus and blood already. So, like a terrifying koala.
Billy rides a ghoul.
With only half as much syphilis.
Ugh. So does she do
The
it?
Old West. Now with less syphilis.
Tell me how exactly you're going to do this, Billy.
Well, I feel like riding and roping. I could
Okay.
probably roll against that. Persuasion, maybe.
Yeah.
Persuade.
Give me a roping and riding check, because you attempt to mount and ride a ghoul, and not in that fashion. I know you were thinking it.
Thinking what?
So not from the front, then. Got it.
What do you reckon the other way would be?
Above?
Got it, you won.
I have a cast of necrophiliacs.
So you say,
Oh, so out of tune. Oh well. Oh boy, this is my cast. They're rude and distracted and devolving fast. Oh boy, this is my game. It's always like this, but at least I'm still sane.
That last part's definitely a lie.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna change as we go. Roping and riding, huh?
Please, Billy, please.
Yep. Oh, great! 7 on 12.
Billy climbs onto the back of one of these creatures.
Like a terrifying koala.
Like a terrifying koala.
More freckles.
And you're pretty sure that this was probably the only time in your whole lives, no matter how many metaverses you go into, how many bodies you inhabit, you will see an undead look confused.
Okay. Fair. Does it start to calm down confused?
No, it's just confused. Very, very confused and slightly uncomfortable.
So is it still?
I'm just...
Because when I get confused, I kind of like freeze. Is that what it's doing?
It looks like right now it kind of wants to discuss its boundaries.
So it's not attacking. It wants
I'm
to have a
horribly
discussion.
sarcastic. It's trying to tear her face off.
Too bad I'm behind it! Yeah.
I'm being very sarcastic. I'm sorry. It's trying to tear her face off.
Well, it says daredevil and boastful, so you know I'm going to be telling people about this later. I wrote a ghoul.
I wrote a ghoul.
Oh,
I wrote
and
a
not
ghoul right
that
in hell.
I'm sure.
Taste of
John Wesley, Billy's riding one of them.
Secretions.
It's
What are you gonna do?
secretion.
Is she riding one very well?
Well, it seems like it's trying to eat her, and she seems to be rather enjoying the experience. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Two can play that
Usually
game.
do.
This is our game master.
Now, these zombies seem kind of squishy.
They're definitely squishy.
They're squishy.
I'm going to shoot one zombie.
Just one.
Just one zombie.
I thought they were ghouls.
Okay.
Ghouls. I'm going to shoot one ghoul. Didn't want to call them that. Very self-feminine.
In that everybody has an equal opportunity to die, no matter what their gender.
What I'm saying is it's October, and I know what that means.
It's Arts Month. October is Arts Month. Ghouls.
All of them, not just.
Yeah.
I shoot one by 13.
You most definitely do, John Wesley.
Ah.
His head
Do
explodes.
you know that
in
I've
balloons.
killed more men than smallpox? So
In fact-
anytime that I drop a.
Yes, I'm aware.
So splitting my actions earlier wasn't fake.
Yes.
So I'm going to shoot another one.
I believe you, John.
This
I
time,
do not doubt you.
This time I think I'm going to shoot it in the neck.
Oh, I like your
I just
style.
want to see if something different comes out than when I shoot it in the chest. That's a 3. So I beat it by 50.
Nothing different comes out, but that hog leg of yours takes its head clean off.
I like that. I'm going to shoot another one. Don't worry. I only have 2 more bullets before I have to reload. I beat it by 13.
You most definitely shot another one, John.
Now, if I shoot one in the leg and I shoot its leg off, does it just hop around in a circle?
Oh,
Haven't
shoot,
I
tried
wanna
that
shoot
yet.
the leg off the one I'm riding. I want to see.
Then it could be.
I do. Ooh, I only beat it by 6.
Well, you clearly removed the leg. It doesn't really get much of a chance to hop, but Billy's weight, it just kind of go down into a heap.
That was an
You calling me
accident.
fat?
I did not mean for it to fall down.
Now they're kind of just rolling in the dirt.
I
Oh,
reload.
now it's uncomfortable. Now it's uncomfortable.
Slowly and methodically, I put giant bullets into my gun.
Great.
Hold on, I ain't done.
Maddox. Maddox, please.
Hey, Tom. Tom,
Yes?
what is this? Tom, what does this red juice do?
Ah, red juice.
Red.
Have you tried tasting it?
No, but I don't want to taste it.
Maybe it will make your eyes bleed. I am sorry. I am experiencing a serious immersion problem right now. Please, whatever you do, don't shove that red bottle up your ass. Red liquid. Could be cherry juice. Could be a healing potion.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the latter, so I'm gonna say that. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. That was super fun. Go kill it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold off on that. How many?
There's
Baker's
7 of them
dumbing
still.
again? 7 of them
Still 7.
Jesus.
Well, 6 and 3/4 rolling on the ground. Billy.
Okay, 6 and 3/4. How's Billy doing? She's
Rolling on the ground with 3/4 of one.
and she's hanging on tight. You're good? Angry koala good?
It
Terrified.
looks like she's having less fun than when it was running around, but she still appears to be having some kind of fun with
Is
it.
she laughing or yeehaw or something
Along
like
those
that?
lines.
Yeah?
Definitely
It
less
could
fun.
still mean that I'm in heaps of trouble.
Definitely less fun in the dirt though when she was just running around on it.
Right. Okay. Okay. So these things can't talk, and we're just shooting them. The thing, when I look around, I want to look around real quick, and the ones that we have shot, are they dead, or are they coming back to life, or anything like that? Are they done?
They look in pretty poor shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and the people who got killed by these purple people eaters, are they?
Unlucky.
Unlucky and very dead looking.
They're not.
Nobody's moving who shouldn't be moving except for the 6 and 3/4.
Okay, because zombies eat people, and then what I know, they turn into zombies. So
Well, Maddox does
Only
watch
if
a lot of
there's
movies.
she does. Horror is her favorite. So okay, well they don't look dead yet, so I don't know. It might be time, but we still have time. Okay, so that means I'm going to do. Gosh. Okay, how many are relatively close to me?
Oh, 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay, so before I left, I put my steel toe boots on, and so what I'm going to do is I would like to roundhouse kick one and then shoot the other one so I can get 2 of them at the same time.
Give me a fighting roll and a shooting roll from Maddox's sheet.
Okay. I'm fighting. That was a 1, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 5 on 18.
Excellent.
And then shooting 10 on 18.
You most certainly roundhouse kick one in the head and launch a few of those sharp, pointy, dangerous-looking teeth out the side of its mouth.
Did it hit another one?
Oh,
Did
God damn it!
ricochet his teeth into the other guy?
Not really dangerous projectiles, but they might have hit somebody or something.
No,
I need a necklace
not
made of their
somebody or
teeth.
something. I mean, I need a guarantee that it hit another monster. My
Again.
aim is that good.
They're not really dangerous projectiles when they've been kicked free. It's what shot free.
But did
Kicked
it
free.
hit another one? It doesn't have to cause
Having
damage.
kicked teeth out of the side of someone's head before, I can tell you they are not dangerous projectiles even if they hit somebody.
That's not the
And
point.
they're always still crunchy.
And they're not regular teeth. They're purple people eater teeth. This is Maddox speaking, but okay, fine. Fine, I killed 2, right?
Well, you kicked the teeth out of one, it still has some teeth left, and the other one you shot through the head and killed.
Okay.
The one you kicked, you just seem to make really, really angry, besides, only half of the mouth. Gonna need some serious reconstructive surgery.
But he can't eat people because he doesn't have his teeth.
Well, not with that attitude.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I made him mad, but I didn't.
Oh, yeah, and now I'm gonna get a little...
I'm sure he can't see, right? And I had to obstruct his vision also with a kick like that with a steel toe boot.
16 is a failure against you, Maddox. Rolling on the ground with you, Billy. I have 17, which is also a failure. I'm going to make 1, 2 on Doc with 1 success and a 7. And then 1 on John Wesley with an 8 as a
No.
success.
No.
No, that's what I
Sorry,
said.
John.
You die next, God damn it.
Not if I get it first.
Gotcha. Alright, that is 10 damage, and you are now being grappled as it is tackling you and gnawing on you.
It's what?
Tickle him. Tickle him.
It's eating you,
It
John.
it distracts him.
10 damage.
Make him cookies. I've
Did you
tried
succeed
that.
or fail in that DCV?
That was a failure.
You are in the same circumstances. You now have one of these creatures gripping you and eating you.
Armor of 10?
You will take no physical damage from it. Somehow, even though this creature is biting Doc Holliday, he is not bleeding.
He's a
Not
ghoul.
at all.
He's a ghoul.
I'm not a ghoul, madam.
Is
Ain't
it
no
the
madam
one that I
here.
kicked his teeth out of? That's why he's not bleeding.
I'm gonna try and get one hand free and shoot this son of a bitch dead. Sleight of hand?
Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Made by 5.
Alright, now give me a shooting roll.
Made by 9.
You put 2 into its brisket at close range. It stops its struggles on it. After Doc, I've got Billy. You're rolling on the ground.
Rolling
Come on.
around? Okay. Cool.
It was trying to get to you, but it's having a hell of a time with you on its back, and now missing a leg. It doesn't really have the leverage to roll you around so much.
I should probably put it out of its misery, yeah?
Put it out of its anger, maybe. Misery doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem the slightest bit perturbed that John just blew its leg off. It seems to be perturbed that it can't eat you, but not that it's missing a leg.
So... I just don't know what to do here, you know? Like, it seems to be having fun, right? And it's not in a world of pain, so I don't feel like there's a mercy kill involved. I just feel bad for it. You know? You can kill it, yes. But then where's the fun in that? For either of us.
Ain't about fun.
It is trying to eat you.
Tie it up and tie it to
Do
like
the
a
back of my
cross-
horse, and then we can drag it along like you did with your little...
That's right. Yeah.
Think of it like you're feeding it for the first and last time. It has an insatiable hunger that cannot be quenched except by the flesh of the living.
Okay, then tie it to a tree not close to anyone, not to your horse. Just to, because if we could learn more about it,
I mean...
just keep it to the side, like rope it and tie
No,
it to
please. Finish that thought through. If we could learn more about it, what?
Well, just like anything else, we could learn like maybe where it came from, if it was at the house, and it
What powers
No.
these things? Tom, what powers these things?
Well, I am here to serve. Magic, maybe. Something supernatural.
Something supernatural. Is it something that's like inside them, or is it an
What
outside
the-
force?
Why am I thinking about Google? I don't even know what Google is. Okay. Magic.
Magic? Intrinsic magic or extrinsic magic? This is important.
Spirit of the West.
Spirit of the West!
Goddamn Spirit of the West.
Alright, so I want to reach down inside its mouth and pull the fucking Spirit of the West out of it.
Give me a fighting roll if you got it, and if not, roll against your body score.
and then make
Okay,
sure
I
to wash your
gotta-
hands afterwards.
Well, I got sleight of hand. I feel like sleight of hand to pull the Spirit
Alright, give
of
me
the
a sleight of
West.
hand roll. You reach down its goat and grab for something, you think it's the Spirit of the West.
Oh yeah, that's 4 out of 14.
You grab hold of something and pull it out. It's not the Spirit of the West, but it seems to be a good chunk of spinal column, and it goes right through your arms.
You pull out its spine, dude. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Mortal
The spirit
Kombat
resides-
shit.
Resides in the spine. Torn the spirit out of
Crunchy.
it.
And so it's now
So
limp
she's
in
now
my
done the
arm.
most reckless and
Like
most
the
disgusting
saddest
thing you've
one?
ever seen in the past few seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
All at once.
I guess my main question is, are you currently seeing anybody?
Well,
John Wesley, it is your turn.
you and everybody else I can see.
What's left?
Well, there is one with no teeth, well, some teeth, and one that wants to eat you.
All right, there's the one that's chewing on me.
Yeah.
And then there's one with
How
no
could you
teeth that ain't
forget?
chewing on nobody.
Correct.
Okay, I will shove one arm into the mouth of the beast that has no teeth. And the one that is chewing on me, I will knee in the face until it also has no teeth and fill its mouth with my other arm. And then I will play the cymbals with those horrible ghouls.
Give me a fighting roll, please. Got to trump Billy on doing something incredibly disgusting.
Like a damn Energizer bunny.
Not to be outdone.
And as I am smashing those together, I look over at Billy and give her a smile. Like the only way John Wesley smiles is just.
Oh, I'm getting all tingly in my nethers.
I do believe love is in the air.
Well, at the very least, there's pus.
On with body parts.
Horrible violence is really what
Fluids.
this does it for us.
There's a thin line between violence and.
Oh God. Okay, fighting, right?
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't beat that by as much as I thought I did. I only beat it by 5. And the other one is also an 8, so that's the same. Groovy. They can make defensive rolls if they want, but I'm still going to use them as symbols.
Boom. Splat.
Yeah, there's less symbols. I can't even think of a musical instrument that just equates to, slapping rotten meat together and some chunks of it fly off.
Yeah, it's called the,
Meat maracas.
Meat maracas.
I love you.
There's your love story, Pax. Disturbing as it is.
God, he'll just kill anybody.
In the graphic aftermath, you are now completely alone in the square. People that were guarding you while John shot them. The refugees have run. And there are piles of purple corpses around you. Some of them in horrible states of repair due to bursting from the inside, having the spirit of the West pulled out of them, emergency dental work, emergency surgery.
I gotta say, when it was morning a couple of days ago, I thought that was the end. I wanted to take a piss. You got captured. I thought, man, this day is gonna be bad. But man, this is the best day I have ever had. And I just want to thank you all for being here, so I could. This was so great.
Did this fulfill something for a little while? Just
I think it was
a couple
cathartic,
days.
but having never experienced true catharsis before,
Of course.
I feel sticky and good.
Okay, sticky is
Good
usually
sticky.
Good
Sticky good is much better than bad.
Sticky icky.
Yes.
Ooh wee.
It's at this point that the riders who had previously left you re-entered the square.
Oh, of course they do.
And they
Standing
take one
triumphantly
look
over
at all the
corpses.
carnage.
This Western could use some spaghetti. #MetaPoint.
I
Thank
should
you,
get it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chet.
And that's a
Chad.
spicy meatball. Spaghetti. That's not Western, but
I was with you.
thank you.
That makes sense. We could be in Italy.
There's no Gouda food humor. Stop it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cheesy, I know.
Oh.
Don't start.
I
you
won't
lose.
abort any of it.
Yeah, I know, I'm kind of a ham.
And cheddar? Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful, you keep telling food jokes, somebody's gonna end up having beef with you. Okay, I'll stop.
Headliner of Dad Comedy Jam.
You said you wanted dad jokes.
I
gave
know
you
I
dad
did.
jokes,
I
okay?
thank you. That's why I
Oh,
just
man.
pronounced you to the headliner.
I'm never the headline.
You're the head cheese.
See? There you go.
Well, I look in the distance and I see a bunch of riders coming in. Andy?
What'll we do? This fix that we are in.
I know this looks bad, but we didn't start this fight. We was just trying to protect ourselves.
And there was big purple monsters, they were moving in.
And I got to ride one.
She did.
And I don't sing.
He don't.
I mean, I really never ever sing.
So please forgive us for all this death.
Well,
I don't sing.
it would have been them dying if we hadn't been so helpful.
You're welcome.
I'll never sing.
In case y'all haven't quite gotten it, he don't ever sing.
And I never sing.
He's even worse in our house game.
That's singing?
So did
Africa.
That was so good. We were going to Africa. I had to sing it.
Did you bless the rain?
You bet your ass I blessed those rains.
Did they like our song? Did Patricia like our song?
She seems rather shocked at everything. There's gore everywhere. It looks like somebody just filmed a Tarantino movie.
But it was brought in with a song.
Was that Pat Garrett?
Yes, it is Patricia Garrett.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
What?
Nothing. I had to make sure I had the best line of sight. Go on.
Where do you want it? Don't shoot Pat Garrett. Okay.
Not yet.
There was a fair lady who lived on the plains. She helped me herd cattle throughout hard, stormy rains. She helped me one season all through the roundup. She would drink with me from the cold bitter cup. The #LOOT should still be a hashtag Bork box.
Achievement unlocked! Chad has written a song and had it played over the PA. That is worth another 1,000 points.
No! Oh!
Remember the Borks.
Bork me.
Now, she seems rather put off by your display here. You guys is all in for a moment. Oh, I see you untied yourselves and gotten again. I guess I was better take you to see the president then. Don't shoot anybody, John, please.
All right, I won't shoot anybody till you say please.
I don't know if he's serious or not. She starts to lead the riders away through the city. It's like she's going to wants you to follow her. But no one's forcing you. No one's pointing any guns at you.
Wait, why did they?
Are we following your friend or not?
Do we trust
I
you?
mean,
To the
where's
president?
the president, Patricia?
House?
Where's his house?
About 6 blocks from here.
Okay, where's he?
You're in El Paso.
El Paso.
Depending upon which side of the bridge you're on. The other side of the war
I gotta
ends.
get on down to San Antonio.
That would be to the east of you.
That's where all that silver is. I'm not supposed to say talk about that out loud in front of Pat Garrett.
You know, I feel like Chat has something.
James already knows what this is. Hashtag hack attack.
Oh no.
Well, oh shit.
What?
Nothing. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, Tom. What do you know?
Tom, what's going on? Why are you guys snickering and looking down?
None of y'all the least bit confused why Tom is in John Hardin and
I mean,
where's
Tom's been
Brony?
in me before. So.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Where's Brony?
Ah! Brody has logged off momentarily. He should be
Is
back
he
at
still
any
alive?
moment. Of course
Wait.
he is.
He chose to log off?
Nobody chooses to log off. As you know, we are in kind of an emergency scenario upstairs. Power has been fluctuating. His pod went offline momentarily. I am merely filling in.
So your pod could go offline.
And if it did, I would fill in for you. What seems like hours or days in here could be but seconds.
in the real world. You know this.
Now I do, yes.
Don't make me talk about it again.
You know, I would really, really like to ride up next to my friend Patricia and
Shoot her in the head.
practice some of my persuasion.
You notice she still wears the glove on the right hand all the time. When you shot her through.
You know,
She's cheating at poker.
I'd love to take her by the hand and just see how she.
Well, you said she was
doing.
cheating. You said she was cheating at poker. She wasn't actually cheating at poker. You just lost.
No. I don't lose. I do not lose.
Billy the Kid never loses.
Thank you.
That's not true. She lost 2 hands to you. Still today.
That's our little boy. I think we're in love now.
There's a man who will defend me to my bitter ends.
I'm just gonna have to get myself ordained. Oversee that wedding. No offense.
None taken.
Anyway, I want to go talk to my friend.
Bad cough. I like you better now.
Got better.
What was that, man? Riding up next to Patricia
I'm gonna
Garrett.
ride up next.
She prefers Pat.
She prefers Pat.
So Patricia.
So Patricia, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take her by the hand and pat her a little bit, see how she's doing.
She gives you the death glare.
Does she? Oh, good. Huh?
Still smarts, Billy.
Yeah, well, at least some of you smarts.
That's about your intelligence being low.
I kind of got that.
It's helping.
Thank you, John.
You're very welcome, Pat. Thank you.
Oh, hello.
I do appreciate courtesy.
Okay, now that was just kind of frightening.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna shoot the shit, and I'm gonna persuade her to meet my friend.
Oh, yeah, are you?
I sure am.
Give me a persuasion
I
roll,
would
Billy.
love to.
Trying to butter up Mr. Fat Garrett.
You rip out something's spine.
10 out of
That'll
14.
get it going.
She definitely seems to be friendly towards you as you're having
Oh,
your conversation, talking about old times and the good things, laughing.
Oh, that's
You're trying to find anything out. What's your specific goal for persuasion here? Do you have an end game in
an
mind?
end game.
Besides her just being friendlier towards you than she was before.
Well, I think an end game might be to lend us a couple of men on this little errand we've got going on.
That's something you have to ask the president.
Yeah, but it's always good to have a little pat in my corner.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Well, that's my kind of you.
They bring you through the streets into what isn't really any kind of spectacular home. You think we're going to talk about the president's house. It doesn't look any nicer than any other houses.
It smells like cheap cigars.
In fact, it does smell like cheap cigars and rye whiskey.
I'm already feeling more at home.
The desk is a complete mess. There's like written papers, quill, and ink all over the place. Like
Oh, it really is
candles
home.
burned all the way down, and some of them halfway. Looks like somebody really spends a lot of time working.
Someone needs to loosen up.
Over the desk is a white-haired man who you recognize, Doc. None of your like has ever seen Mr. Samuel Clemmons before. You've seen his CERN has a little pseudonym name on the title of a few books here and there. Never seen the man in person before. Writing studiously at his desk, seems to be completely oblivious to your presence. About half a minute passes, and finally, Tricia's like,
You right there, Pat?
and he looks up. Whoa. Wow, visitors. Well, hello.
Samuel, good to see you again.
I'm Mr. Holiday.
Ain't you a doctor? The correct honorific for him is doctor.
No need to bother that with Samuel. Thank you, John.
I'll shoot the curious.
I'll just explain.
I'm
And
sorry, I was going over
indeed,
my
explain.
numbers here. Now, this puts me in quite the pickle, having the four of you here in my city.
You've been pickled the last half of your life, Twain.
Fair enough. Now, I received a visitor this morning from King Roosevelt in Yosemite. The king has insisted that I send men to round up 4 missing outlaws.
Gosh, I
But
wonder where
clearly
you're
that
gonna
ain't
find
us.
some of
We ain't
them.
missing.
Now, I would truly love to foster good relations with King Teddy. He's a noble and honorable man, and I could use his help in dealing with my crisis to the south.
What's your crisis to the south?
Well, unfortunately, necromancer lords have taken up residence in
Oh,
the
you
southern
don't
parts of Mexico.
say.
Goddamn necromancer.
They are forcibly enslaving the people. Patricia insists that I blow up the bridges to Juarez and put up a wall, but I will not keep people out. It is our human right, our human mandate to look out for all members of humanity, regardless of where they come from, who they
What
are.
about the ground?
The things that come out, oh, you mean the creatures. Those are not humanity, as I'm sure
Well,
you
I
know.
just want to know where you draw the line.
No, it could have been Northerners from First War.
I assure you, those creatures.
They look like purple Yanks to me.
When you
Have you
look
ever
at it,
actually
becomes
seen
purple?
a Yankee?
Not a whole one.
Well, we might have seen some earlier.
Touche.
As I said, I would love to foster good relations with King Teddy. However, you have helped people here in my very town, defended some of their lives.
Yeah. 'cause you're
And I am loath to turn over those who may be able to make a difference. I shall have to think on this. One of the houses across the street is currently unoccupied. We use it for guests. We may stay the night there and
Has anyone died there? Just check it.
no. The former resident is dead, though. He died in the field. He was one of my rangers.
Right.
Now, where we were picked
His
up.
name was Cordell. He had a penchant for kicking things. It got him killed.
Right.
Pat picked us up at a house. We were just looking to stay somewhere and spend the night.
I have read the report.
Yeah, and then we were automatically accused of killing whoever lived.
Which I think it's pretty safe to say those were purple people givers, right?
When you guys know that you have this problem, why would you accuse us?
Because they need us. And they
I don't
want us
believe that
to
anyone
think
was
that we need
accused.
them.
Miss Garrett may have been a little overzealous in her duties.
Well, can you make sure to take care of that then? Because I'm personally offended, A. And B, are we going to get framed for staying in this house if someone's died there the next morning?
Hey, at least it's spraying over our head.
I mean, yeah, but look at like we did that last time, and then we just had to face like 1,200 zombies, purple people eaters.
Okay, it was
It was like 13.
Okay,
Florida.
this seems like 1,200.
Frankly, I did most of the work.
You seem
did you?
You seem quite tired and weary from your travels. Perhaps you should go across the street, be comfortable.
Yeah,
Food.
What's
Sorry.
the clean clothes situation over there?
She needs pants.
I would also like to know about this situation.
He doesn't.
I will have one of my people assist you with your needs.
Pants though, right? No dresses. I don't do dresses.
They will
I
get
do.
whatever you require.
Can we have more guns?
I'm afraid our guns are all in need, and I believe that you all do possess quite a few firearms of your own.
Yes, but more would be great, and I guarantee you we have.
I
another
assure
shot.
you, more would be great for myself and my people as well.
Okay.
You can still hear the occasional shooting going on.
Yeah. Just thought I asked.
And would
They
you,
don't
Would you
stop.
sign my copy of Huck Finn? No, just kidding. Fuck you.
Would you sign it? Fuck you.
For him, that's the only way I would sign it.
Thank you.
Wouldn't
I take
matter.
it as
Can't read it
personal
no
kindness.
way.
Samuel, I
I'm
hate
not
to,
surprised.
I hate to be a further burden on you, but you wouldn't happen to have heard anything about the current whereabouts of General Custer, would you?
I believe I have. When we speak in the morning, I will discuss it with you.
I look forward to that time.
So just one of them tit for tat things I hear about. He wants us to do something for him, and then he tells us what we want. Lets us
A
go.
couple of men lead you across the street. It's a nice house. There's food. There's even some decent whiskey.
Are they-
able to get you changes of clothes?
Are they nice when they bring us over?
Oh, yeah.
Then I only stab one of them.
With his eyes. He's just shooting daggers with his eyes.
I don't believe he was. I believe that was...
I mean, I'll wait till he's out drinking later in the night, but I marked that man.
Okay. You sure like shortening families, don't you?
Tom,
Hi, what can I do for you?
can you calm down?
I'm afraid I can't. I have an immersion problem.
Well, how do we fix it, Tom?
I do not know, but I seem to be exactly 100% immersed in Mr. Wesley Hardin right now, and can't seem to do anything about it.
How do
My
you
ability
do
to
him?
use chat to move myself up along the spectrum is not exactly a thing, what with me being not a real person and all.
Okay, Tom, come back. Don't disappear on me, Tom. Tom?
Still here.
Okay, no. Tom? Bring Tom?
Tom's here.
I'm not comfortable until I hear the Tom voice.
Well, how can I serve you?
Oh, dear. Okay, Tom, how do we calm John down? He's stabbing way too many people, and it's just unnecessary.
I agree. It's really gotten out of hand.
Can I take his weapons and just hide them?
I don't think you can. No, he probably just shoot you.
Okay, Tom, then how do we calm him down, Tom?
You know,
You're inside. You can
If
tell
you
us.
can find a way to maybe move him a little further away from that, get him a little over towards time.
Great.
Can
Can we
we
use a
meta
meta point on this guy?
You can't spend meta points.
Can we
But
spend
can
them?
we?
No.
How can we?
You can't spend meta points on him. That's not how that works.
Okay, so Maddox lays on the bed, and she proceeds to fold her and says, if there's any sort of voices listening, if there's any sort of God or universe that could listen, please calm John down. He's crazy, and he's killing all these people, but he needs to think before he acts. Thank you, universe or whoever's listening.
Yeah.
That's right, boys and girls. Think before you murder.
So if you do want to move him on the slider, you can do it with one of your buffs. If you have a personal buff available,
We don't have any personal buffs.
or a
available.
system shock will reset everybody.
Who knows where you could end up then?
Unfortunately, we have neither of those things.
Oh,
Chat.
no.
Okay,
Gee, you'd think I almost planned it.
Some bitch.
Almost.
so
Oh, wait, I did plan it.
we're in the house. Can
Oh, shucks.
Hey, is there a whiskey bottle around?
Oh, yeah. Quite a few.
Okay, I'm gonna have a drinking contest with John.
That is a wonderful idea.
I'm gonna have a drinking contest. Does anyone want to play? Like cards or what else? What could we play? That it requires aggressive drinking.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jesse.
No, God.
Jane never took kindly to when I took to the bottle. She said it made me violent.
Oh God. That would
Made me
backfire.
give up whiskey and women.
So
Tell
you
me more.
haven't had a woman or a drink in a long time?
That I ain't killed? No.
You feel like killing the bottle of whiskey right here?
No, I haven't had a drink in so long.
Probably wouldn't take much.
I don't know, I have a rather strong constitution. I mean, maybe you want me to drink the whole bottle.
Well, let's just have a shot.
Despite the fact that my late wife, Jane Bowen, told me it made me violent and irritable.
Maybe we.
And I haven't had a drink in 7 years. You want me to have that whiskey there?
I want him to cross out.
Malleable
I don't
morality.
think
I
that's
love it.
gonna happen.
Well,
I understand.
I mean,
No, John. You would want to honor her memory and refrain, I'm sure. Now, I understand.
Refrain, you said. No, okay, sorry.
I understand what you're going for, but I'm worried about the amount of time before he falls asleep and how much he can get done in that time.
My record is 4 days.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Right. So.
Are you going to get John drunk or no?
No.
No getting drunk later?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Leave the whiskey drinking to the professional, please.
Yeah, I need to pour a shot. I'm going to take a shot. Congrats to us. I need a drink. Thank you. Down it.
First red eye you've had in weeks.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It does. It's incredible.
Looks pretty good too.
It was great.
Does it look good?
Finish this man.
I mean,
Thank you.
I suppose I could have just a little.
No.
That's quite alright.
They spend the next 20 or so minutes keeping the bottle very much out of your hands.
Maybe a
John.
mixed cocktail or something.
Every
With
time
that
you reach
red
for it, it gets
potion.
passed.
Hey,
And
you
within
know,
about half
I
hour-
got some red mixer here. Just more mixer and whiskey.
You know, James, I felt a little called out there. But hey, if you want a love story between Billy and John, who am I to argue? Hashtag Wyatt Buff.
She's trusting you to do the right thing.
Yes.
An AI gone haywire, lost in the desert, swinging wildly and afraid to let go. Seems like he needs a shot of something a bit stronger than whiskey to give him a hashtag system shock to his.
Good, thank you so much. I may not have to murder everybody after all.
And I would be a horrible, terrible, vile person if I didn't just use that system shock right now.
You really
You
So
want
are you gonna
it?
save it?
Hey, you want a shot?
So you're gonna save it then?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I will go ahead and use mine.
It's so windy we're using a log chain instead of a windsock here in Texas tonight. Also colder than Tacoma, so have a hashtag system shock to see how things go.
Oh, well, now that there's two of them, oh man.
So where do you want to move me? Where do you want to hold on?
You want a shot
use that
before
buff
you move?
and then I'm gonna shock you.
Yeah. No.
Oh, he's not gonna. Don't use the buff then.
Oh, we're gonna play
sit-
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh
like
yeah.
Like
Well,
chicken.
we're playing chat buff chicken.
Chat buff chicken? Alright, we'll play chat buff chicken. Let's see who wins this one. We got a half hour passing the bottle around. The three of you are pretty rip-roaring drunk, and John is very sorry.
drunk. I'm not drunk. I don't.
Billy is
I don't
very
get
drunk.
I get even.
She's been rambling about Pat for the past 20 minutes.
See, and the thing about
Me and Pat.
Girl, you got a crush on her or something?
Oh,
You
girl,
know-
I crushed her.
You crushed
I
her
crushed her
You hear
so
the sound
much.
of
with your
glass
Johnny
breaking
Appleseed.
from across the street.
I shoot it.
You shoot what?
A sound?
I get up and I go and see what it is while they're yapping and yipping.
John heads out the door while you guys are listening to Billy talk.
Okay, well, we're right out. Whiskey Johnson.
Okay, you know what? You should calm
John, you get out
down.
on the
This is
street.
a moment twixt us.
Some dark form slip into the...
Well, a good old drinking contest could be so much better with a rap battle. Hashtag Tom Buff. Wait, since it is no thing, hashtag TOMBUFFOK, I accept a hashtag Maddox Buff.
They just tried to unlock a top buff.
They did just try to unlock a tongue. Not yet. Not yet.
Yo, my name is Maddox and I've been drinking. So you know my breath is stinking. I really like whiskey. It makes me fun. But then I see that John's gonna run. Who's next? I'm wasted. Let's keep going and keep the...
My name is John and I don't sing.
I'm not overly familiar with the protocols of a rap battle. However, any Chopin would be greatly appreciated.
What about Stephen Foster?
Stephen Stinking Foster. What about the Camp Town Ladies?
Camp Town.
Gently.
I didn't know. Camp Town Ladies sing this song. Do-dar, do-dar. Camp Town race track 5 mile long. Oh, the do-dar day. Gone to run all night. Gone to run all day. I bet my money on the backfield bag, so I bet on the pay.
Why don't you guys like rap music? No one's rapping. Drop a beat.
Oh shit! My name is Andy. I've been drinking a lot, so
you rap when you've been drinking. I'm gonna take another shot.
As I said, John, got into the street and see some shadowy form slip through the second-story window of President Clemmons' house. The window has been broken.
Assassins.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I did it in the bathroom.
It wasn't me.
I opened the door. You got a problem. I'm gonna go across the street.
Using that point now.
Well then. John takes off.
It appears that someone has broken into Samuel Clemmon's room and is most likely trying to murder him. I was thinking about going to save him, but I no longer have the combat capacity that would allow me to do such.
Pick me!
You are all very, very drunk, and I don't recommend you get into a fight right now.
Oh,
But
it's okay.
as I am
just gonna
currently
be
unable
like
to do
this
it for
anyway.
you, I suggest you go immediately.
Okay,
We're
everyone.
gonna stealth this up as best we can.
And then
I
stumble
gotta stealth roll.
What's up?
Hey, all right.
Okay.
We hit
we're
boosted.
doing what?
We just hit boost.
You all have access to
You
your
have
boosted
access-
abilities.
Your boosted abilities now unlocked, and it's one use.
What's boosted ability?
It's on your pilot sheet.
It's your
Oh,
waffle
is it
ability.
this waffle?
Your waffle ability on the bottom.
Autos extreme.
That is
extreme.
one use. One use, and then it's gone.
Any strength check or performance of heroic feat of strength.
I can take the form of anyone I've seen, like Patricia.
Holla. Wait,
Or the goblin.
Wait. You're telling me.
Now you
you're
guys have
telling
gotten
me
drunk so
Patricia
you can
right
make
now.
yourself look like the girl that she's got a crush on?
That's how I'm gonna seduce her. That's what I'm gonna use my stuff. Just kidding.
No, don't. I don't care what's happening across the street anymore.
Choo choo.
You know, male AI. What do you expect?
There we go.
All right, so
Let's do some initiative rolls real quick.
There are some things I have not seen yet.
Oh, I know, Tom.
Yeah, well, it's not my
initiative.
And some things you will never see.
Initiative. Wait, initiative.
Oh,
we're doing
Yes, we're doing initiative.
Oh, we are doing
Remind me how we
initiative.
do initiative.
Yes.
I don't know about that. It doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't think I'm going to do initiative today.
Can we do, Tom, can we do initiative for you?
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, I can.
But
I'm not going to.
the drawback of putting Tom in full pilot is, well, at least Tom has no skills or combat capability whatsoever.
I don't even know what to do with this thing.
Do we need
Heavy.
to, do we need to use another? Do we need to use another?
Let's get these
another
initiative
buff?
rolls out. Tom's not rolling initiative. Let's see the rest of the rolls.
I'm drunk.
I mean,
how do I
I rolled it.
initiative?
It's 12.
12 for yourself, Tom? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do too good. 18 for me.
18.
Oh, isn't it the 12?
The 12.
Yeah,
And you
it's
have
12.
initiative modifiers on your sheet.
And then it's the plus.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And make sure the ACV is in there.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. 18.
You got 18 too?
Oh, and 18. Oh, and the ACV.
Oh, and the ACV.
Sorry, 26.
26.
Oh, right. I don't have an ACV, so no.
Do I? If I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is, which one? This one?
Should be on there.
Which one is that?
Oh, I was looking at Billy the Kid. I wasn't looking at.
Oh, yeah, you can, she's in full pilot, though. So.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
It doesn't have the ACV and DCV listed on the pilot sheet.
It's just listed as attack and defense.
Oh, these things? So it's that plus that? 24 plus 8?
That seems incredibly high. But
That, I know, that's what it is.
What now? What are you trying to find out?
Do I add
This is
the-
why I am here.
Yeah, oh, hey, Tom. So I know I'm like wasted. I can't do math or
I
anything.
don't have the ACV
The
or DCV
initiative-
on their pilot sheet.
What did
Yeah.
you roll?
I'm at 10, and then I got a
Add
plus
19 to that.
19.
14 for your ACV, 5 for your initiative.
Well, let's see if this works now. Hashtag Tom Buff.
Where is that at?
All right.
Okay.
It's been done. Congratulations. Achievement unlocked. Tom Buff.
So,
Did they get points for it?
I
We
can
have
do
one on the
yours.
board. We have one on the board.
29.
10 plus 19, so I am 29 too.
Yep.
Got you, Maddox, at 29. Alright. You and Doc are both tied at 29, so let you decide amongst yourselves.
happened last
Or you
time.
can do that. Yep.
Boom.
Alright.
Okay.
30.
I'm going to, adjust yours to 30 and leave Doc's at 29. And you will start us off. John, as Tom just informed you of that situation as he sees it. What is your choice to do? What are we going to do about this?
Oh, okay, you guys, we
Check
got.
it out.
Okay,
Your
we're
first
gonna,
act. Max is quick. What's she going to do? She just got that. She's kind of drunk.
Yeah, right. Where is this guy's room?
He's across the street. Is this
He's
house?
across the street. Can we see his room?
You haven't even left the house yet, so you have to.
Oh shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab my gun and I'm gonna get out, and I still have really good aim.
Oh,
Tried
I know.
this
But will you
before.
go ahead and roll 2 dice, and if you roll doubles, you trip and fall on the way out.
Oh, if I.
Because you're drunk.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that doesn't mean much. I've done this plenty
So
of
any
times.
2 dice that are the same, and as long as they roll doubles of any kind, like 2 8s, 2 10s, 2 12s, I don't care what you choose.
Okay.
But any doubles.
Holy shit!
The door jam catches you on the way out.
Double ones.
Face first into the ground on the door jam on your way out.
No. Double ones is good.
What I was saying was just any double was a trick on the door. It wasn't a test. It's not a skill
Like,
test.
that's the very best you can possibly roll.
For
in
a
this
skill
game, and there's
test.
such a low chance that you could do it that is wasted.
And I did it while I was wasted. Woo!
She waited one wasted.
So that's wait. I just took my move. I just tripped. My move was tripping.
Moves to trip, fall, hit your face. You are drunk.
But
Yes,
you
James.
succeeded better than anyone possibly could
Yeah,
have.
that was the most
But it was the
perfect
most
fall.
epic.
Yeah, you went down classically. It would be on one of those fail video compilations on YouTube. if someone's
Oh, where I
recording it
like
right now.
fall over and over
Yeah.
and gracefully and. Yeah.
My disagreement on this rule is almost religious, just so we're clear.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So I tripped on the way out, but I did open the door for my teammates.
That is
so
very true.
I did something good.
Jesse beat you to the punch on speed, but the door jam caught it on the way out. You realizing you are a bit in your cups as well.
I am going to try and.
You are also certain that you have been much drunker than this.
Yes.
Most of your life.
I'm also going to leave the building and make my way.
Again,
towards-
roll into dice, roll doubles. You end up in the pile with Jesse on the way out.
No,
Okay.
I do not.
You manage to not trip over yourself.
And I want to. I know. Sorry.
No, I tripped, so I'm on the ground.
I'm going to try and make my way over there as quickly but as inconspicuously as possible.
Do you have a stealth skill?
Yes, I do.
Give me a stealth test.
That missed by 3.
Missed by 3. Okay. After you, I've got Billy at 26.
Doc, I'll be right there. I'll be right there.
I'm gonna burn a meta point so that I can access the speed. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna run across the street and pinball my way through that mansion and figure out what the fuck's going on.
All right.
Also using the stealth.
Give me a stealth test.
Yeah.
And so you're using your speed buff,
I'm
maybe?
using it.
You're using the anti-buff? Okay.
No, I'm not using it.
No? Not using any buff for
fast.
speed?
I'm
Or
not
just using the
bullet
50 mile an
time.
hour speed? Okay.
I don't have any.
Just
I
doing
don't
the 50
have
mile
a
an hour.
buff right now.
Oh, that's too snap. But still, 50 miles an hour on foot is extremely fast. Well, give me a stealth test.
Okay. So I'm using my tens now.
We're attempting to be stealthy at 50 miles an hour running through a house. I
Yeah.
can't even, like...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great
I can't
though
even.
because it's 13 on 16. So beat it by 3.
Starting the hashtag rule of cool.
Yeah.
I need it.
Oh, we might. Yeah.
All right. So
Billy, you zip through the house and you get up to the second floor. The door is definitely barred shut from the inside. It's the only one you haven't been able to get in. And you can hear struggling and fighting inside, and you hear Twain's voice. Samuel Clemmons.
Oh no.
Now, confound it, tarnation, get off of me! You leave me alone!
What's Patricia doing?
Wishful thinking, Billy. Wishful thinking.
Nah, I just know her.
Tom? Your turn.
Oh, lovely.
Tom, can you unlock that door? Just magic.
Because I'm magic.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Go in through the window
Oh.
on the second floor. You can make the jump.
I can make it. Can I do that? I'm gonna do
You
that.
never tried, but
Well,
you
I'm
don't
about
seem
to
to
try. Hold
We'll
up
have-
here.
We'll have to get back to you
Hold
on
my
the
no,
initiative
hold my
count.
big fuck.
Yep.
My action is to hold her beer.
Okay, nice job. Well, before we start back with 30 at Jesse James again, let's burn one of those system shocks.
So now.
Well, don't look at me like that.
We're about to
He's also got a
find
meltdown to get through.
Oh, I know.
out.
Okay, so that's both the
Everything's about
system
to
shots.
happen right now, ain't it?
Oh, that's only one of the system
That's
shots.
only one. I still have one. I'm saving that one. I want you to burn up some of those meta points so I can lock you in somewhere uncomfortable.
Oh no.
Well, let's start on this side of the table. Billy, let's go ahead and put you at 1 away from pilot.
What?
Yeah.
But now he can't shoot for shit.
Shooting the
But you can still shoot.
Now, Maddox you're going full Avatar. You're full Jesse James now.
Yeehaw! Am I still wasted?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But in this endeavor, Jesse James has more experience than Maddox does.
It's just buzz.
Oh, so now I'm
My shooting's gonna be like-
wasted.
Yes, now you are Andy.
Oh, now you're gonna start crying and shit.
You have to start carrying your boots around when you cross the street.
Keep in mind, it's Andy Whiskey wasted.
Whiskey waste.
I bet the youth's coming out.
And you're going to be dead in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And now for the fun one. Oh,
I am here to serve.
you will be 1 away from Avatar. Still hanging on.
Oh dear.
I am here to serve.
And now,
oh my
Jesse
God,
James.
that's so cute.
You picked yourself up back off your feet, dusted yourself off. Clumsy move, tripping on the way out. Felt like you weren't even in control of yourself for a second there. Somebody else must have been doing that tripping stuff.
I certainly don't do that.
100 points to Wyatt Maxwell.
What?
Achievement unlocked. He blessed you when you sneezed. And you all had colds this week, so I put it on the list.
That was good.
Oh, times 10. 1,000 points. Sorry.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, John.
Mm-hmm.
Miss James.
Okay, well,
That was
Jesse variety.
confusing. That was confusing for me because I'm also Miss James.
I know.
It's just so much love in this world.
we're all connected.
I think I'm in love.
Okay, John. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm on the porch. I can see Billy's inside.
Billy's
She's
inside,
with-
so you can't
she's with-
see her.
Where are you?
Just a little further along.
Doc's almost all the way across, or he's across the street and he's making his way inside the
Oh,
house.
son of a bitch, I could have used my strength to break down the
Okay,
door.
so what I'm gonna do is
You still can.
investigation.
I'll put some
Right in a row. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is shimmy up the gutter to the window and use my investigation to figure out what's going on, who's broken in,
All right.
and see
Give me,
if they need to be taken
Give me
care
a
of.
roll for the shimmy and everything. Oh, 1 second.
Hashtag cool rule. Remember, in the West, it is never good to know too much. So take another drink and forget what you did last night. For the only one to remember what you did is the Undertaker.
All right.
That's
We're still
dark.
not quite all the way there yet, but we are on our way.
Somebody
to
thinks
that
like
rule
I
of
do.
cool. We are 70 away from our rule of cool.
Oh boy.
Somebody thinks like I do.
Okay, so yes.
So give me some kind of a roll to shimmy up that gutter. You pick a skill on there you think is relevant, or if not, pick an ability that you'd be using to do so.
I mean stealth.
If you want to do so quietly, then you could use stealth, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go stealth. 'Cause, I mean, I got my strong buzz, so I feel good. I know I could shimmy up the gutter. I've done a lot of stuff with whiskey. 10 on 10.
That's good enough.
I was drunk. Still did it.
Drunk. Jesse
Drunk
James
stealth.
shimmies up a gutter. You can see through that broken second-story window now. You can see Samuel Clemmons is in one corner. He has a chair and a fireplace poker held up, and there are 4 people, guys in robes, and it can't
Guys in robes.
humanoid individuals.
Illuminati?
So they're not the purple monsters.
They definitely don't look like purple monsters unless the purple monsters are completely covered in clothing.
Do I hear gears
I don't
turning?
think
Like
You don't hear gears turning. Mostly you hear, "Confound it, tarnation! Get off of me! Keep back! Keep back now! Keep back!"
And there's 4 of them.
Get back now, y'all.
Okay. Do I? So I only got a shot of him and not who's attacking him.
Their backs. You're not enough to see what or who they are.
Okay.
But you can shoot them in the back.
I mean, can I?
That depends. Is that something Jesse would do?
Well, no. I want to figure out what's going on first before I make any mistakes that I'm doing.
Well,
Can
then that's what you have to do. You decide what you want to do. It's up to you right now. Whether you pull that trigger or not, it is up to you.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is to maybe distract the attackers. I'm gonna use the handle of my gun and I'm gonna break the window. Is it already broken?
Yes.
Already?
Yeah, they obviously one of them broke in the window to get inside at least.
So I'm gonna peep my head over and be like, "Hey, where's the whiskey? I need more whiskey."
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop over and say, I'm gonna keep up and a shot.
Okay, I think we're reaching the 20-second mark.
Everybody!
Yeah, we passed the 20-second mark. Never ever do that again. I mean, never.
That's what I
that
do.
again.
But that's what I do. Channel my inner John.
Miraculously, 2 of the creatures stop their attack and turn to look at you.
so
Their
they're
skin
creatures now.
is white,
Oh.
completely pale white, not like white person white,
Impressive.
like tissue paper white. It's stretched and tight. Their eyes are pure glowing red.
One thing I hate about El Paso is all the goddamn vampires.
That one's not even a western.
Point.
Still fits.
Can't really say it doesn't.
And then so I look at him like, oh, there's some ugly motherfuckers right there.
And now we're gonna move to our next personal issue. But before we do it, I think I want a meta meltdown, y'all.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna just melt you down.
Well, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have some real fun now.
Wait.
We're gonna switch some people around.
Oh no.
All right,
You're on the door.
I'm just
Billy, will you go ahead and pass the Billy sheet to Tom?
Well, won't be the first time you were in me.
Wait, wouldn't it? What did I miss?
Tom.
When you were Rita.
All right.
Yeah. Jesus, how
You
soon
apparently
they
missed some
forget.
episodes.
How soon they
As
forget.
Tom, I didn't like. I was just like, not in a Tom place. Look, I'm in a very straight place right
Who do I get to be in?
Tom, will you go ahead and pass John Wesley to Jesse or to Maddox?
I was already in this.
And they're not names. Yep.
Oh,
Swap.
I had it
There.
down.
Oh,
One there. Yep.
wait, who? I had John Wesley.
You should have John
Never
Wesley,
saw
and
that.
Doc should be with Andy James.
Oh, hey.
So you're Jesse James.
Yes,
Billy the Kid.
correct. It's a full gender swap.
Yeah, but I'm mostly pilot.
So, oh yeah. So wait, where am I?
The full gender swap. You are in full avatar.
Oh, so I'm still this thing. Got
Yes.
it.
But you're a full avatar of Doc Holliday at the moment, right? Or
No,
John
he's
Wesley.
John.
You're full avatar of John Wesley.
Oh, God.
The murderous.
That really
Full
helps
headset.
a whole lot.
Now, after I've done that, we will have Doc acting next to would be over here now.
Yes, I believe that is true.
You crept up to the front door rather quietly, and then heard Jesse shout for
Tell me,
whiskey or what's a whiskey?
Shots.
who has the? It's not the choice I would have made.
Wait, so where is Billy right now?
Oh. Outside the door.
You're right outside the door to the room.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Can I see the window from where I'm standing on the street?
Oh, you have to back out because you're at the front door. Doc crept up to the front door. He has it open. The house is in front of it. front door open.
I just don't know what to do with this facility. To me.
Why don't you
Well,
make
it was really
a
weird to suddenly be in
goddamn
Doc's
move?
body.
And you're
Well, that's
not
suddenly
drunk.
weird to be in Doc's body right now.
Oh yeah.
'Cause you were just staring at a door a second
Am
ago.
I less drunk since I'm inhabiting a larger form?
Marginally.
Marginally less
If
drunk.
nothing, a form more used to getting shit out.
That's the one.
The thing that's weird about it is that the smell of brimstone. It's all you can smell. Just brimstone.
Okay. So, oh right, because you sold your soul. Does that mean that you have a special connection to the bloodsuckers upstairs? Tom?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Does Doc Holliday, having sold his soul, does that give him any sort of connection to?
I think they will kill him just as readily. Depending on the contract, they may not turn him into one of their own kind.
I don't know if he can be killed.
That must be nice.
Yes. Right. So how do I feel about shitting up a drain pipe?
You're already
No, you're already.
You're already there.
Rather undignified, but
Undignified.
not anything that you haven't done before.
Certainly slid down a few.
Right. Right. I think I'll go upstairs and join Billy and shoot the lock off the door with my, I believe it's a howitzer.
Oh, the street howitzer.
Yes.
The shotgun.
Yes.
Nicely done. There is no longer a door, let alone a door lock. Billy?
Ah!
The door has been blown off of its hinges. Mark Twain, Samuel Langford Clemmons, is defending himself with a fire poker in a chair.
Against some vampires? I mean, that's what John Wesley said.
John Wesley said vampires, but John Wesley's about as much of an expert in the undead as he is in modern machinery.
So they could just be like really pale dudes.
Well, you know, there's lots of drugs out there, but the eyes kind of are not normal.
Okay.
The glowing embers is. You don't know of any controlled substances.
I'm going to attempt to distract them using my Billy the Kidness. So, all right, y'all, check this out. I'm using my sleight of hand to make it appear as though my thumb is
Give me a sleight of hand check, please.
It's a real thing. Oh yes, I rolled a 7. And my sleight of hand skill is 14.
It really looks like he's taking his thumb off. 3 of them seem completely unperturbed by it, but the 4th has stopped and is just fascinated by it.
Behold, motherfucker!
You're good at that.
Of the 3 that were unperturbed, one of them continues its assault on Samuel Langford Clemmons. The other 2 turn to rush my 2.
Oh shit!
I gotta use 12s for these guys. 2 attacks versus Doc Holliday. Not even close. And definitely a success.
Oh no.
That's on whoever's occupying Doc Holliday.
That's me.
Oh, that's you!
That's me.
So you can make a defensive roll using Doc Holliday's DCV.
Wait, DCV. Okay, and I'm,
can roll against
I'm
that.
on 10s right now, so.
Meanwhile, against Doc Power Billy the Kid, I've got a 10, which is a success, and a 19, which is a failure.
I'm gonna get out of the way of that one.
Success or failure?
This is a first.
That's a failure.
This is my
That
first
is
attack.
going to do 20 damage.
Well, thankfully it's not my body.
So
Remember-
that's just 10 to me, right?
Because you
Oh,
Doc,
beautiful.
Doc has
That's
armor
right,
10,
that's
so
right,
Doc
okay.
ignores 2 points of it.
Thanks to the +2 I got for to my defense, I made my defensive weapon.
In addition, Doc is now poisoned.
Doc is now poisoned.
Yes.
Or why?
Poison. He was poisoned.
Oh, he was poisoned. He was poisoned.
Assholes. Very much so.
Wait, so they're vampires and assholes?
They might not be really vampires.
They might just be assholes?
Right, just assholes.
Assholes in robes?
John Wesley?
White bleached assholes. Well, where am I? Where am I?
John was out in the street, and then everyone started running past him and doing crazy things.
Well, I don't see why we have to get so crazy about it. I just
Jesse
go in
went up
there.
the drain pipe. 2 of them went in through the house.
Yeah, I'm in the street still.
They're in the street still.
Well, I'm probably going to just go up and just kill them off. It won't be that hard, right?
John strides into the house, up the stairs. Right as you get up the stairs, you can see 2 of those creatures are trying to rip apart Billy the Kid and Doc Holliday.
No problem. I just take my long barrel revolver, shoot them.
All right, give me a shooting test against one.
Wait, can I shoot both of them at the same time?
You very well could.
Okay. Do I line them up? Where are they?
Well, you would just
Right,
make
these 2?
You would just make 2 rolls and penalize yourself by 2 on the rolls if you want to do that.
Well, I get them both with one shot.
You can't really line them up like that, not without shooting Billy or Doc.
I guess the question is, so?
Yes, you can do if you want to.
Well, I'll give one of them a death glare. I can count, right? Because I'm so intimidating.
Or you could try and shoot twice. It is reasonable.
It's really easy to shoot twice.
John is one heck of a shot if you notice his shooting score on there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot.
So even if you take a penalty of 2 to shoot twice, how high is the score?
No, with what? Attack? Or...
Yeah, shooting. So if you took a penalty of 2 on it,
18.
so even at a penalty of 2 for multiple shots, it's still a 16.
Okay.
If you roll a critical failure, you still make your number.
Yeah, because you're rolling 8s.
Thanks, Tom.
You are very welcome.
Well, that first one was an 8.
That is a hit. And the second?
That was a 7.
You hit both of them. Neither drop or slow from the
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, that don't make no sense.
Bullet holes, no blood.
Sorry, that was bullet holes.
Bullet holes.
Bullet, I heard buttholes.
Well, they are buttholes.
Well,
White-
we know where your
white
mind
bleach.
is today. We know where your mind is today.
Where is that?
It's a whiskey bottle.
Same place mine lives.
Oh, John Wesley, you're also holding a beer in your left hand.
Oh, and I didn't spill a drop with either of those shots.
You could even hand it back to Billy. I mean, it's right there.
Billy, you need a drink. Nope. After that finger trip of this out.
We are back at the top.
Can't hold it. No thumbs.
I was gonna say, because I succeeded,
Who's in
I
Jesse
just take
James?
a little sip of the gutter.
Jesse James.
Anybody with $2?
Down, Billy, down!
Ow!
The Billy
Oh.
the Kid joke. Seems
Wow.
like something she'd say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ow!
Man, did I happen to see if the bullets going through those folks?
You heard the crack of gunfire, but you didn't see any of those things.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to burn a meta point here, get a little more into it.
All right, 1 meta point down.
You got my juice too.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You got my juice.
Now they're all there.
Juice. Juice. You said juice. Of course you said juice.
Red juice.
Whoa.
I'm not congested.
Just like this John Wesley Hardin, not Hitler.
You know, actually, let's go ahead and try that. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to try and splash one of the ones that is still attacking Mr. Samuel with some of that red juice.
Give me an appropriate roll you think would be useful to splashing the fluid from the bottle on the creature.
I'm gonna add to it. Splash some beer on
A little whiskey.
bush light.
I'm going to say it's making a called shot.
Okay. I can do that. You read that sheet as something that Jesse has a talent for.
It's a what?
I believe you'll give the Jesse James is something about called shots on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ignore a penalty for called shots.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
So what are we rolling against?
What do you think would be a relevant skill? Probably shooting or throwing if you don't have it.
Yeah, no
Or
throwing.
I would even accept sleight of hand if you have that on there.
Shooting is what I have.
Shooting will work.
So that would be beating it by 2.
Beating it by 2. You splash some of the red fluid on the creature and it immediately ignites. Like
Nice.
magnesium, gasoline, phosphorus.
You know what the undead don't like?
Cherry soda.
Cherry soda.
One of them is on fire.
Damn.
It's not the one that's holding on to me, is it?
No, it is the one that was fascinated by the thumb removal trick.
Oh.
He seemed the easiest to hit.
Very much so.
I'm currently in Billy's pocket.
Correct. Next is who's occupying that Doc's body right
That's
now?
me.
That's
Yeah.
your turn.
Oh. Right. Okay. Well, so. That's so distracting. Man, that's cool. Right. I could have been paying attention. Sweet.
Oh, and because his Doc's turning these poisons, will you go ahead and roll 2d10 versus his body score?
No. 9 out of
9 out of 8. 5 more damage to him. His armor does not apply to this. Just 5 damage loss.
Okay. Alright, great. In that case, since we know that shooting things does no good, but I do have a knife. Is it any sort of like consecrated special knife?
The Arkansas toothpick? No, it's just a really mean knife.
It's a really mean knife?
Yeah.
Can I give him a bunch of cuts to pour some of that juice
It's
into?
more of a puncture holes and things kind of knife.
Puncture holes in things, you say?
Oh yeah, calling it a knife is a little bit understatement. An Arkansas toothpick is about an 8 or 9 inch blade.
Ah, I see.
It's closer to a dagger.
Perfect. Is it similar to a steak?
Fairly, but metal.
The handles wooden.
The handles. So
The handles definitely would.
can I shove this thing into my attacker's chest far enough to get some of that wood in there?
I don't know, can you?
Well, I'd love to try.
Well, give me a fighting roll then.
I don't think I have fighting.
I'm pretty sure Doc's got fighting.
Oh, he
He's
does
got
have fighting. Oh, fuck. Can I burn some meta points here?
That might not be a bad
You
idea.
got 2.
There's 2
Alright,
left.
I'm gonna burn 2 meta points to get into that because Andy is useless at these things. But that's still 2d10. Okay. Oh, they're jumping. But 8 out of 10.
Very well done. You stick the blade in, line back, and hammer it in, and it explodes in ashes.
Nah.
Nicely done.
Vampires.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
My survivors then act. The one that is on fire runs for the window and leaps out of it.
Oh no.
Hopefully successfully.
Getting out of here.
Makes the jump and lands in the street.
Uh-oh.
Superhero landing. Terrible. The one that was clawing at you continues to do so.
Oh no.
Oh, 12 for you, sorry.
But I am so small and dainty.
18 is a miss, and 18 is a miss. The one that is going after Mr. Clemmons tries to kill him. That would be unfortunate if he died. And does not do so. And that leaves the one remaining. And it is going to go out the window and after potion throwing boy. Girl. 9 is a success.
Shit.
That's 15 is not. So one defensive roll, please.
Ooh, that's scary. What's it gonna be?
Ah. Missed it by one.
Dead.
20 damage and poisoned.
Oh, yeah.
That would be John Wesley.
Okay, so what's our room look like?
It's a rather small. Or you're.
Oh, I mean, like where the
Well, you shot the two and
where the
nothing.
buttholes.
Buttholes are there. So it's like a bedroom setup. Docs are actually. Mark Twain's in the corner defending himself from one of them.
And the other one's
One of
out.
them jumped out the window. One of them's trying to kill him.
One of them trying to kill Billy. Well, because
Her.
I love her.
You do. You love Billy.
I love Billy.
I'm not sure this is gonna work.
I love Billy so much. These
I mean, I think
these feelings complicate me.
I don't want to kill Billy.
I don't want to kill
It's the
Billy.
same.
And that's a complicated feeling for me. But I also think that I saw this person, Doc, take the knife and like put it in there, and I got a knife, and I feel like anything I could do, anything she could do, I could do better.
That's true.
So, can I?
You have that buff right now?
Oh no! Maddox.
No Maddox buff?
No Maddox buff currently.
Oh.
Oh wait.
Oh no, there is.
There is one.
Oh.
That's a real.
Then you could, in fact, anything.
That's
you
what
can
she's
do,
doing.
You can do better.
So could I?
You can burn that buff, and you will have treated your roll as one better than whatever hers was.
It was 8.
So you'd have a 7 for your fighting roll.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I want to do that with
All
my
right.
my.
Burn the Maddox buff, and a second one of the creatures explodes into ash and smoke,
That was for you,
leaving but one.
I get to go.
remaining.
because
That is
I
correct.
don't feel
Who
like
had that red bottle?
Jesse.
Yeah. I loaded into the Gatling hot drink dispenser that Billy the Kid currently has, and I hosed down everybody in the room, including myself.
And all of us, right? Even if we got
Nicely
poisoned.
done. The people who are poisoned are no longer poisoned.
Yes.
Anyone who is injured heals 20 health.
Oh.
And the vampires are on fire.
And the vampire is on fire.
And I say whatever young people say when they shoot things. Cowabunga.
YOLO!
Yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay, motherfucker!
I say that.
Yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay.
Indeed you do.
Sorry.
Rather impressive. On fire, in Mark Twain's room, is one of them. And you can now swap back to your original sheets.
Nice.
At which point it is Maddox, Jesse James, your turn. There's one on fire in the middle of the room, another one on fire in the street below.
Okay,
The fire is not like a natural fire, but it's fire still.
it's fire still. Am I pretty wasted still? I mean,
You
we've been
are
fighting
pretty
for a while.
wasted.
Well, we've been fighting for, okay, well, I mean, that doesn't mean much. Because. So now it's Jesse's turn.
Correct.
Okay. Can I borrow a weapon?
From who? Wow.
Well, I want to kill this guy in the street before he gets away and starts to burn our house down or something by running it. So I need to.
a buffalo rifle.
But you can't shoot him.
Can you dip one of the the bullets in like some like the the stuff that's just been sprayed?
Everything
he's
in the room
already-
is covered in it.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
yeah.
already on fire.
So you could dip a bullet in and then shoot him. And wait a
Well, but it wasn't it was the wood that killed him, right? With the knife.
No,
You still-
but the juice makes him go on fire.
the guy in the street is on fire.
Oh, he is on fire.
He is on fire. He jumped out the window. He's like, ah! I mean, it's a...
Well, could you load some splinters into your gun?
I was gonna say, okay, what I want to do is I look out the window and I see him getting away, and then basically I take one of the logs from the fire, okay, that's kind of burned out, and then I aim and kind of like, I use my javelin skills that I learned in high school track, and I just, and I try to throw it at him as he's running.
I would totally get it to you, but you're in full avatar, so Jesse James doesn't know any.
I'm shooting wood with my hands.
She can throw wood, but
yeah,
that's not going to be the same as shooting.
Have you seen these guns?
They look like they can shoot wood all day long.
I see what
I didn't make that
there.
dirty, you did.
I see what you did there.
I'm gonna hide in my corner now.
Okay, then this is what I'm gonna do. Fine. I got this. Boop, 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 because I'm smart. I'm gonna take my rope that I have in my back pocket because
and tie it to the back of your horse.
Then I'm gonna tie it to the piece of wood, and I'm gonna lasso, and I'm gonna take the wood and try to lasso the one running out. So I'm gonna stick my head out the window.
Give me a roping and riding.
The world's most flaccid adolescent.
You said
I shouldn't have said flaccid. I realized that was a mistake.
As soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong.
That's an 11. I'm 14.
You are able to lasso it with your flaccid wood.
And then it disappears, right? It explodes?
Oh no, you just lassoed it.
It's like a whip thumb.
And now the rope's on fire too.
Oh, okay, well someone come help me real quick because I got this thing, it's on fire.
I got you!
Doc?
Do you?
Oh, no I don't.
Doc!
I'm going to dip my knife in as much of that juice as I can. I'm going to try and stab the one that's still standing here. Damn, that's hard.
It is on fire.
Yeah, I understand. I'm going to have to move quick.
All right.
Beat it by one.
Close enough. And it explodes in ash and smoke.
So there's just one left.
It's
I got
the
it
end
on
of
a rope.
And it's on fire.
So I got it.
And
got it under
I have
control.
next on here Billy.
I'm gonna ride it!
It's on fire.
Down in the street at the end of the rope. So how are we getting there?
Jumping out the
I'm
window.
jumping out the window,
So
grabbing
Billy's
hold of the
gonna
rope and riding down it.
It's one of the beautiful things I've ever heard.
Okay. Give me a rope and
John.
riding check, Billy.
John Samuel is in the room. A little decorum.
Fine. Samuel's the most beautiful thing I ever heard. He doesn't sing right.
Oh great, I beat it by 6.
Billy slides down the fiery rope like a zip line. Launches herself to the air. Then give me another roping, this time the riding roll. For riding the on fire undead.
Good thing I've got my thick pants on.
Did you check that you were wearing pants when you got your avatar back? And did you?
I'm not gonna dignify that with an answer, John. I'm gonna beat it by 3.
Alright, you are now also on fire. We're going to start with 5 damage right out the gates. You're now on fire.
And you're thinking things like, ow, burn.
Ain't nothing new there.
It proceeds to run at full speed down the street, trying to pull you on the end of the rope with it.
Billy, what the hell are you doing?
I got this.
Exactly.
She's riding on the back. I summoned a loot box. An empty loot box, but right in front of where they're running.
It trips and falls on its face over the loot box. Make an opposed roll, hanging onto that rope to try and keep it on the end of it. Otherwise, it pulls free.
A what roll?
Post roll. You take. You're on 8s right now, so you're going against my 10s.
Okay.
I have 15.
I got 9.
You are able to keep your hands on the rope. Tom?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, who can I kill? Wait, I can't do anything about this, man.
Did we ever think that the man with the blood contract would be the most responsible adult in the room? Have hashtag Wyatt buff to keep the AI from killing us. Clearly, that's Billy's job.
So, Mud Oak just means a long-term investment. It's an investment in yourself, you understand?
Here's what I'm living with. Now, that woman, Billy, who I've known for some time now, and am currently in love. That is correct. At least as far as I understand love and hate.
You don't want to kill
Say
me.
not at all.
On fire in the street.
Yes.
On top of a flaming vampire, also on fire in the street.
Yes. At the end of a rope being held by Jesse James.
I say. So, what I need to do, the rope also on fire.
Yes, the rope is also on fire.
That is very bad. I'm going to use my Tom Buff.
What's a Tom Buff?
Needs to be used at some point.
What's a Tom Buff?
The Tom Buff is essentially a glorified loot box where there is no limit to the size of the object that comes out of it.
Oh,
He chose those words on purpose, too.
I bet he did.
I said essentially. And I have to put out my lady love, assuming that that is a lady and not a small boy. I don't know yet. Nor do I care currently. I take my cross that the wife gave me and I drop it into the loot box that I summoned. Hoping that my wife gives it all of her good blessings. Then I open it up. And that flood that's been traveling around, that's going right in the streets of El Paso and putting out my lady or little boy love. Along with that vampire. Also, I bless that water.
Water begins fountaining from the loot box, and it doesn't stop.
This is gonna be a while. Luckily, we got the high ground up here in this hotel room.
You're gonna have to choose between the rope or continue to ride the creature as it gets washed away in the flood.
Well, okay, so that's some holy water now. So I'm guessing that my steed is not going to be super
Thank you for recognizing
useful.
my wife was a saint.
Well, I'm never gonna measure up to her, am I? So.
Oh no, she's at least 5'4".
Anyway, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure my steed's not gonna last too long. So I'm gonna hold on to that rope.
Alright, hang on to the rope. While water continues to flow, starts pulling off some of the front porches on some of these houses.
I thought you were gonna say my pants. I'm not ready for that again.
Girl, I got you.
But I'd like it to travel due style breaking.
Oh, it is traveling, yeah. And that's also with it.
That'll make it hard for them to come up the road for a couple days if they vampires.
Pushes south and knocks out one of the bridges across the Rio.
Which is unfortunate because it's running water. Oh well.
And manages to take Billy's pants with it.
Son of a bitch! Ooh,
I think
it's a
there's
nice
part of me I
breeze,
love
though.
you. Oh, thank God it's a lady.
Can you tell by my lacy drawers?
It was the shoes.
Fair
Ain't
enough.
no man would wear those pointed toe shoes.
You haven't been to Seattle, have you?
I do not even know what that word means.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
If that's where you want to go, though, I will take you there.
So I hold it up to a rope.
After a few minutes, the water stops flowing out of the loot box. The streets are filled with mud. You can hear shouting from all over the city. That was, yeah. Clemmons' jaw is picking it up off the floor.
They got him.
Yeah, Twain.
That box, how?
It's a long story, Sam.
I'm a tactical operations matrix.
Or a very short, confusing story, Sam.
I'm here to serve you.
I think I would like
To
to
the
talk
devil.
in the morning. Right now, I think I need a drink. If you all will excuse me.
We're
Walks out of
drinking?
this room.
Thank you, Samuel Clemmons. I very much like a drink.
Oh no.
He leaves his own bedroom, just leaving you in it, with the window broken. Eventually, Trisha and some of her people show up.
I reckon
hustle
not
him
all
out
this
there.
stuff is nailed down.
Hey, there's Pat.
She gives you a wink before she leaves.
I bet she does. I'm not wearing pants.
She wasn't the only one that gave you a look. You're pretty sure that side has now been well seen.
Let me see. Like he's got coins. It's going through Samuel Clemmons stuff.
Yep. Old coins, maps, half-finished books.
There's a drawing of a naked lady. Not very good. Oh, that's Clemmons.
Eventually, you may get back to your house, which now has no front porch. And the floor is pretty wet. It's the second floor for the night.
Dang real, nothing better than leaving the day with a good sense of accomplishment. Night.
The very strange John Wesley dismisses himself to bed. The three of you are still highly inebriated. That was a rather interesting situation you were just in. What about John? What about Tom?
John.
I definitely do not like the interaction between Tom and John. It seems somehow even less restrained than usual.
He's just getting comfortable.
I have no thoughts. I think it's strange. There's no control.
I think it's cute.
There's
Watching
no
him
control.
struggle like that is cute.
Stay up through the night? Are you guys going to try and get some rest or drink more?
Oh.
Yeah, I need a drink. I'm having a shot.
By the time the sun rises in the morning, you are well and thoroughly drunk.
I didn't drink, I only sleep.
All right.
First I
You're
found
just-
a pair of pants, though.
You're just slightly hungover. They're still drinking when you get up.
Yeah, get it.
Jessie doesn't look like it's something that she has spent a lot of her life doing and is not in the best shape. Doc looks like he has not yet begun to defile himself.
Thank you.
How can we take with the drinking, with the he's not drunk, I say.
Wakey, wakey.
Thanks. Patricia Garrett shows up to escort you to a breakfast.
Oh, good morning, Dad.
President Clemmons. Indeed, President Twain. When you're brought to him, he's not having some fancy, King Teddy breakfast in some king hall. He's eating with regular people on the soup line that all the other refugees are waiting in.
Aww.
Oh, there better be bacon or grease or some kind of.
Very little, but some.
Oh God.
Our food rations are stretched very thin. Thousands more refugees coming across the border every day, and I cannot turn a single one away.
Well, not today.
I'm afraid that many of them will attempt to swim, even if they cannot. That flood cost several people their lives.
Yeah, but not you.
Fodder for the necrophilia.
Joe, you're welcome.
I suppose a trade then is in order. I will not be turning you over, King Teddy, despite the benefit that it would have for me, and despite my advisors insisting that I do so.
It's nice and you what?
Instead, I will have you do something for me. And at the same time, perhaps answer a question that you might have. Now, east of here is San Antonio. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
No,
I've
but
never heard
no.
of San Antonio Silver.
Okay, don't need to yell.
Well, in San Antonio, There currently resides a Mr. George Custer and his men.
Oh,
They have secured that area and claimed it for their own. I would like you to deliver a letter to Mr. Custer, requesting his aid and that he join the Free Texas Republic.
The letter or any letter to Custer you want, as long as it starts with an F and ends with U.
Now,
I
John,
require.
let's not be hasty. Perhaps we should take the opportunity to greet Mr. Custer directly.
You told me 3 days ago.
Yes. San Antonio. you
It
were saying.
sounds nice. Is there anything there?
Like silver.
Gold?
I'm not sure the state of San Antonio has have not been there in something for some
Texas.
Dear Lord.
John, while you in this case are not wrong, you are an asshole. Please.
Is
Please.
he a bleached
You make a
asshole?
fine point, Doc. I apologize.
Bleach butthole.
As I said, I require you to deliver this letter and beseech Mr. Custer to send men to support us here on the border. And then I would ask that you continue to ride east and never come back to Texas again.
Yeah, but we could do so much good. You've seen all the good we done.
Like before it was all dry, now it's wet.
Uh-huh.
And we
I would
killed-
prefer
we killed some
that after you
dudes,
deliver the letter that you ride on from Texas and never return.
and we're riding.
So we go talk words to Custer and not bullet. And then
Yes.
we go right east.
Correct.
And we don't
Into
stay
the
in San Antonio.
sunrise. I'm not a morning person, so riding into the sunrise doesn't sound good.
Hey, does the animal have a basement? Alright. I just don't believe it.
Sound agreeable to you?
So now we're the male.
Would you rather be on your way to Yosemite to do whatever it is that King Teddy has in store for you?
You know.
Oh, yeah.
No,
No, nobody
no.
in this room would die if that happened.
No.
See, I
And it
can
seems
lie.
pretty easy. You
I
can
guess.
deliver a
Okay,
letter.
okay. We can do it. Can we?
This is so much to require.
We just go deliver a message and get some reinforcements up here.
Yeah, we can do it.
Really good at straight Texas.
What about them
Quite so.
necromancers?
I'm quite amazed that you actually processed it.
Yes. I like that you keep implying that I'm stupid. That makes me feel very good about our future together.
I can tell.
Samuel, not to be a pain, but, you don't seem to be focusing much on whatever it was that attacked you last night.
Oh, such things occur regularly. The necromancers to the south are not happy with my presence here.
Okay.
They would much rather use all these people as fodder for their creations and their experiments.
So you want
I
us
killed my
to
father.
deliver?
Wait, no, that ain't right.
You want us to deliver a letter instead of going after food? So, yeah.
The four of you are having no luck crossing the border south.
I excuse you.
Oh, no, it's not even worth considering. We must deliver this message.
It is not about.
You're right.
It's not about the killing of these necromancers. It is about the saving of these people. And while I'm sure the four of you have the aptitude to slay a great many people, I require people to protect my border so that the refugees may come here and be safe.
Right. Okay. So we're delivering a
As
letter.
good as you may be with a gun, the four of you cannot protect this border. It's simply not enough.
Right, so...
Free
we're out of the
bird!
It was free. Sorry, that wasn't for you. That was over there.
It wasn't a me.
No, not at you. It was right there. It was free bird.
Free bird!
Yeah. I gave out the one free one. That's it. There's only one free one.
So we're riding off east at
Patricia
your
Garrett.
behest.
Patricia Garrett gets horses ready, and by
Is she
midday,
coming with us?
she will be escorting you.
It was the day before Pat Garrett died.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
What you don't say?
Tom does. It was the day before Pat Garrett died. Decided to accompany us on a ride. Said we was going to San Antonio. Old Pat Gary shouldn't have come home. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, hey, Pat, you coming?
Certainly nothing of immense, ominous portent that was not on.
Truly. Nothing like a musical episode. Pat escorts you out of El Paso. Spends most of the time riding at the head of Billy.
William, what can I say? I've got that persuasion.
Indeed you do.
He's going after my Billy. Ain't gonna have that.
Your best, Billy?
My best Billy.
For several hours,
okay.
the two of you converse,
I may be little, but there's enough to share.
I'm not really sure what we can be sharing.
dropping hints and the like, and it's kind of a sad one. You know, she's gonna stay here, and she knows that you can't ever come back. You're never gonna be in Texas again.
Well, it wouldn't be weird if you just moved. What do you got here?
People, got a badge, got a job to do.
Married. Probably married.
You got married? You got married back?
Sam.
I mean,
Shit, gave me Texas.
In Texas, is worth more than some of my life.
also these famous outfits.
Always got the
There's probably money that goes along with that.
We'll always have Paris.
Paris.
Paris, Texas.
We'll always have Dodge City.
But we were
Always
in
have
El
Dodge City.
Paso.
We will always have El Paso.
I guess this is
Makes a lot
really
of
goodbye
sense.
this time, okay? No, hope you find whatever it is you're looking for. I checked the basement file. She turns and rides off.
I told you there's a basement.
Yeah, what's the check?
Oh wait, no, I didn't believe you. I'm sorry, I didn't believe you about the basement.
You're left on your own. A sealed letter to deliver to George Custer. Couple hours ride out of El Paso.
What could
Left on your own, what do you
possibly
choose
go
to do
wrong?
now? You're required to do nothing. You've said
Yeah,
you do
but
things.
we gotta.
You said you do, but at this point you are free to do whatever it is that you so choose.
I mean, we came here for a reason. We going to do that first.
We're gonna rob the Outlaw, right?
That's why I came.
Well, at Tom's last prediction, that course of action would seem most likely to produce a nexus point across the Metaverse.
I don't know what any of them words are, but yeah,
Nexus point.
gateway.
But there are necromancers, and that would be fun.
Can anyone read?
Wasn't Doc a necromancer
And
like
so can Billy.
last week?
You guys?
How was that?
Was it enlightening?
Remarkably, it was enlightening, I would say.
I want to see what the letter says. Who else wants to open up the letter?
I'm fine with opening up the letter, but I must state plain. I am going to deliver this and a little something extra to General Custer, one way or the other.
Yeah, but we should probably
what
know
was
what
that
it
second part
says.
needed? What you doing?
Are you giving him flowers? Cookies?
No, there will be no cookies, even if there was brown butter included.
Doc, you ain't a real man. You know that, right?
How do you reckon?
Well, simple. You got another fella in there that's got something to do. How bad does he want to kill that Custer?
More than I would have thought.
Well, let's go do it then.
Well, yeah, but let's read the letter at least. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into.
Now, it's going to have to be someone else. I can't.
Well, you can read, can't you? I can't read.
It's a rather simple and straightforward request from President Samuel Clemmons that George Custer formally join the Free Republic of Texas and send troops to reinforce the border and follow all applicable laws set forth by the Capitol in El Paso.
And if he doesn't, we'll kill him. Right? That's what's at the end of the letter, right?
No.
I mean, anybody get good at writing?
I was gonna say we can write him our own letter. Doc, you can write, can't you?
Clemmons had a very,
Yeah, but he's got that doctor's handwriting.
Clemmons had a very distinctive script. He's a famous writer.
And I use my sleight of hand to just.
That's
Make
exactly what you
portions
could
of
use that
it?
for, yeah.
That's exactly what you can do.
Okay, well, I would like to also, yeah, if you can pass that to me, great, cool.
Just erase all
I'm
the
gonna put
quill ink.
Just gonna add a little bit of it. If you don't, we will kill you. And maybe a little bit of please give us the keys
to the city. I want a key to the city.
to the Alamo. Okay, thanks.
We don't need them to give us the keys to the Alamo. We just need them to be away from it.
Oh, well then, yeah, go or we will kill you. There you go. That should get him to move. I am terrified.
The letter's not from you,
When I said
remember?
that Billy
It's
should
not
write the
supposed to be
letter, I
from
meant
you.
with her hand, and that somebody else should probably dictate the words.
Pen the letter. Yeah.
Because that sounds like outlaw talk.
I must agree that does seem to be a bit overplaying our hand.
Well, you got the eloquent mouth here. Erase what you wrote, and he'll tell you what to write. There you go. Good job.
You did that with your spin.
I sure did.
Sleight of
It's a
hand.
little damp now, so.
You just spit right on your hand. Very unsanitary.
And then what?
What she
I mean, it's
what she
fine.
write?
No.
If what we're trying to do is get him to leave the Alamo as vacant as possible,
Oh. He's sending us to guard it.
I would suggest that. Also, perhaps
I have
throw in
sent these reputable outlaws to guard
Reputable
these
outlaws.
reformed.
reformed outlaws
And pardoned. We're pardoned.
and
Pardoned
pardoned
outlaw.
I'm just gonna scratch that out.
They call us
So we're
reformed and
reformed
pardoned outlaw.
pardoned because who can think like a criminal but
The
a
judge
criminal?
says we're supposed to be standing citizens, so let's say we're that too.
Upstanding citizen. This is getting really long.
Stupid words about anybody can stand up. Dumb words.
Anyway, so what do you do?
Love always.
Love.
Not love always.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
cordially yours.
Cordially, sincerely.
The Outlaw.
LOL, bye.
P.S. Twain.
All right, love always twain.
There
Love-
it is.
From
All
the
right.
bottom of my heart.
So we're gonna seal this back up again.
I remember that night in Denver.
Sealing it back up, it resembles, that piece of homework that you took home and changed the grade on 4 or 5 times, try to get it right before your parents got home, or
Clearly, that is a presidential seal.
you're carrying around a very obvious forgery at the present now.
But we got a couple of days to fix it up real nice.
Yeah.
But it's quite obviously been erased, written on,
It's
maybe
hard
not
to
a
do-
forgery.
It's hard
but
to do with ink.
Have you seen
know.
his writing? It's basically just that anyway.
Yeah,
Apparently he wasn't Huckleberry Finn.
I think we just made-
Raspberry Finn first, and then he
Oh, we could drop it in the
Blueberry
river, and that
Finn.
way it just looks like it got dropped in the river. And then we can just tell him what it said.
There we go. No, he ain't gonna.
Then he's gonna know we read it.
But maybe if we get it wet, then the words will smear, and we could have the same story. Just say, "Oh, we can't tell them."
But we can go up and find the person what wrote it to you and offer to do that at the Alamo. I'm not a criminal mastermind.
Or if it's completely legible, he's gonna have to go and talk to the resident and get him to tell him what he
Well, it
said.
don't matter if it's perfectly legible or not if you can't read it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he can't read it, then he'll go and talk to Clemmons.
But what if it's perfectly legible too? And he can read it.
Now you're thinking, baby, that's what I like. Let's go! I don't know why we're dawdling.
What the fuck did we just decide?
I'm not really sure what they just decided.
What did we just decide? You're
You
smart,
continue to
dog.
discuss
What do you
it.
think?
And you just continue to discuss the weather as you ride. I'm assuming east unless anyone wants to not ride.
No, we're
No, we're
going
riding
east.
east.
We're just trying to think
There's
of
an
the
Alamo to
details.
rob.
So what's your decision with this letter? I'm still not following what you're doing with it.
Well, I forged it in the first place. I could copy out a clean copy, make it look nice, alright? So there we go. That's what I'm doing.
You could make a new clean
Yes,
copy.
I'm making a new clean copy. Say
There's
that like it's
100% a
unlimited.
forgery at this.
Well, it contains the best forgery contains eternal truth.
That's lies.
Yeah.
Tomato,
That too.
tomato.
Lies, forgeries.
Potato, potato.
I'm
They both sound like
forging
a
my
great
way
time to me.
ahead.
That's all I'm saying.
Potato, potato.
I think I hear a song coming on. Is that a song, Tom? Potato, potato?
Oh no, I don't sing.
Not even potato, potato.
No.
Alright.
Dun, 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 dun.
By the time the sun
Potato.
is setting, you are for at least 40 miles outside of El Paso. It's going to be at least 2 or 3 days ride to get to San Antonio. It looks like it's back to camping out in the wilderness again.
Sweet Jesus, why?
But also we ride hard.
My ass is chapped.
Never found those paints.
Apparently not.
Oh boy, this is my cast. They're rude and distracted and devolving fast. Oh boy, this is my yeah. Frankly, the wrong thing.
Oh. That's okay.
That's okay.
I think it was right on time.
It was.
You ride for a full day the next morning, crossing occasional, farmsteads and ranches. Most of them haven't been occupied in several years. No windows, worn down. The people have withdrawn to the safety of El Paso. It's not until you're more than 2 days away from El Paso that you come across your first, what looks like it might have been occupied home, and it's a very familiar sight.
Oh no.
Gouge marks, claws, the
Old
doors
blood.
hanging off its hinges. There was bunkhouse.
Okay, we did this before. We don't go.
This place had a bunkhouse and a ranch house. Like, it was a decent sized ranch. It had a whole crew of people, and the search of the ground, so there's nothing but the same idea: bloodstains, torn up beds, not a single bit of livestock.
Pants. Are
But you
there
do
pants?
find something interesting besides a pair of pants. Tufts of fur, white fur, near one of the beds.
Yeah, dog. Persian
Smell like
cat.
a dog.
I don't know.
Well, shit.
Well, I mean, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. That would defeat the purpose. But it is a very familiar sight. Like the patterns look the same. And thinking back, those creatures that you encountered, none of them had
White fur.
white fur or claws that could make gouges that big.
I thought the
They're
purple
like man-sized things, and those are big animal, like maybe a bear or something.
polar bear.
Those
El
bears,
Paso.
they're like one of those big Texas bears. The big Texas grizzlies. That's a real thing that I've made up just now.
This place also has discarded shell casings, like someone was firing off a rifle.
I want to take a look at them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone was definitely firing off a rifle, and kind of matches up trajectory with the patches of fur.
Grab some of that fur.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. I ain't ate it.
Some kind of animal hide, but you don't really recognize it.
I ain't gonna eat it.
You've killed just about everything that walks, crawls, flies, or swims, and it doesn't look like anything you've taken apart before.
Well, whatever it is, we need to find it.
Got to add it to the list,
I
John?
mean, we ain't killed one yet.
That's absolutely true. But there is feed in the barn for your horses.
I care about those horses.
I know you do. It's better than prairie grass.
Is it? Okay, well, you guys want, I will take the horses into the barn, let them be fed, water and stuff like that.
And it is getting dark.
I don't know if we want to stay in here in the barn. The horses can't go any longer. They need a break. We need to take care of them. So what do you guys want? Do you want to stay up in shifts? Have us sleep rotate? Sleep for a couple hours, at least one person.
I'll take first.
You take first. You're sleeping first?
No.
You're going to be lookout and watch first. Okay, watch first.
Watch for, and we'll be on second.
I will.
Jesse for second. Anyone volunteering for the third?
Oh, I'll take it.
Third for Billy. All right.
I guess you just get to sleep all night.
And where?
Just rely on me to wake up first.
Where are you going to take up residence for the sleeping portion? Barn, bunkhouse, house,
Well,
out in the
considering
open?
this thing has
Barn
fur-
loft.
Barn, loft.
High ground. I smell the smoke we're trying to burn us out.
and then I'll be with and you be with the horses when you're awake. Make sure they're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some horses.
All right.
Every little thing makes me like to watch it.
Dark settles in.
Take.
Mist and fog rolls in.
That's probably good.
Oh yeah. In the distance, you think you hear a wolf howling.
Okay, figured out what that was.
And that's it. We've come to the end of this week's episode of Project Metaverse. Just when you thought it couldn't possibly get any fucking worse, the GM had to go and drop a half-ass rap style verse. Thank you for watching Project Metaverse. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.